Gentlemen left off, you were still working your way around the city of Phandalin, trying to gather any information you could before you were going to make your way to the mine, at least last we had discussed. So, last anything was talked about, I think Dane was beginning to make his way to the Stonehill Inn.
Yes. However, so I had sold... I forget what I sold. I sold at least one diamond. I know I sold a ruby. And I was completing my transactions, and I was kind of getting out to leave. And I forget who was actually in the store behind the counter.
Barthen.
It was Barthen.
It was Barthen.
Okay. So as I'm leaving, what kind of door is it? Is it like
Wood?
Okay. Is it actually like a closed door, just like a normal door that I can open, or is it like I don't know what is it?
It's a door.
It's just a door.
It's just a door.
So as I open the door, I walk out.
Make a door check.
Right as it's about to shut.
Is it made of stone?
Is it made of stone? Right as it's about to shut, I remembered that I wanted to ask him a different question, so I turn around and I walk back up to the counter.
Okay.
And I ask him very specifically if there are any items that he's selling that have any magical properties.
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment.
No.
Does anything like that come across here?
It's rare, but yeah, we see it from time to time.
But nothing as of yet. Okay. Just wanted to check. And I head out the door.
Okay. And you have managed to figure out how to open the door.
That's true.
After inspecting it thoroughly.
Athletics check.
As you wander into the street, you still see the busy market day in front of you. It's only about 11:15, 11:20 in the morning.
Okay.
You see JJ trying to garner some attention and not doing fantastically well at it.
I'm still grieving the loss of Martha in my life.
That redheaded slut.
Got him.
Titty streamer.
Titty streamer. So Snot is here. Is he actually in the building?
It's not.
Snot's following.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
The big tough guy of the group.
Yes, and Sano's still on the line shield costume.
Still in there. Okay. I'm just gonna head this way. Just kind of mosey, I guess.
And you're moseying too, or just wandering down the street?
Oh, I'm gonna go here. Attempt to go find the rest of my party, wherever they are.
Approximately what time is it? Is it like lunchtime?
11:15.
11:20, about 11:20.
11:20.
I'm just gonna wander in here.
Okay, do you know what building that is?
We just talked about it, but I forgot.
That little one?
This one.
It's Barthen's Provisions. The rebels.
No, this is Barthen's.
No, that's not. Yeah, that was.
That's
That's
the.
the inn.
This is the inn?
That's
Yep,
the
where
inn.
we stayed.
Okay, so this
That's
was
Barthen's
Barthen's.
Provisions.
So yeah, so then I'm gonna wander this way. Back towards back towards the inn. So I exited here and walking down the street that
I
way.
give Dane a nod. So.
I mean, I noticed him, but I'm just gonna keep
Right on past.
right on past. Right on past.
It's like the owlbears.
Just gonna kind of post up on this corner and just sit down and just observe and wait till I see somebody else familiar face.
Secretly listening to my jam.
Alright.
Sure, I will secretly be listening to
He's
JJ's
enjoying it, but he
jam.
doesn't want me to know that he is.
What he said, sure.
Somebody's playing your character, it just may not be you.
That's more what I want, actually.
What are the rest of you gentlemen doing?
I want to ask the blacksmith lady one more question. I can't remember her name. I'm sorry.
Leon.
Leanne.
Or Lenine. Lenine Greywind, sorry.
Lenine. Say, Lenine, one question before I go. Where's the church around here?
No, we don't have a church yet.
Yep. Is there a barracks where the soldiers are staying?
Well, I do believe that most of them just post up in the mine itself.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, they come in here quite frequently. I mean, to town, not just necessarily here.
Sure, they look after the town. Is there any wanted posters, perhaps? Maybe they're looking for someone to help get rid of some brigands somewhere? As I crack my knuckles. Damn it.
Well, I mean, you can always check. There is a post just outside of the Stonehill Inn.
I'll go look into that.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I get.
As
I'll
you
be
leave-
formal.
Nice curtsy.
A chivalrous half
I walk out. I look at Dane, give him a nod, and then I walk up to where I assume the post is around the inn.
I nodded and say,
I don't even make eye contact. But I assume the post is like right around here-ish somewhere. Or is it by the old city hall, which I think was that bluer building?
The
must-
red
the
one that
red
you just
one.
walked past.
He
Red
must
one?
be in
Perfect.
a
So I'm gonna.
So as you start making your way over there, you actually notice that that brown building that kind of
In between.
juxtaposed between the two of them.
Sure.
It's on the side facing towards the Stonehill Inn.
Okay, so it's really like here. Okay.
Give me an investigation check as you're starting to go through it.
Is there an educational check to see how well you can read?
Can you read? There's a character moment right there. Can you read?
I know.
What's your intelligence score?
It's relatively high, I believe.
It's +2.
+2.
It's
Dang.
very high.
He's a smart orc.
He's a blood-drinking smart
Become
orc,
the captain,
apparently.
become the captain by mistake.
That's right.
I guess.
He just acts like a savage, apparently. I smash, but with great intention.
Anybody else not have their dice out yet?
So you said it was investigation.
Ready to roll.
Jesus.
unintended.
21.
Did you crit or is
No,
it just...
16 plus 5.
All right. So as you start making your way through, you see a lot of different postings. Some of them are for joining the church guard,
Sure.
and it kind of gives you a brief description as to like how much you'll be paid. But for the most part, you will need to go through rigorous training and conditioning.
It's right up your alley.
You see other posts. A lot of it is more so people saying that they are labor for hire. It's
Sure.
very obvious that so many people have basically posted their resumes to this. There is more people needing work than there is work available.
Okay.
But as you go through, you don't see a lot of like wanted and kind of the respect that you're looking for. But I mean, there's so many postings on here. It's just thick. Like, there's like 5 pages all over the place.
Sure.
But with your roll so high, as you go through, you notice that there's a lot of old postings, just like any post board you see that should have been taken down ages ago. As you grab some of them, they almost fall apart just because they are so old, and this is outside. There's just a little bit of a roof to cover this.
Yeah.
There's not much. The elements batter it.
Take their toll.
And as you peer through, you see one wanted poster that catches your eye. And as you look over the sketches, everyone looks a little too familiar to you.
Like,
But it's so buried far in the back, you pay it very little mind as to you expect everyone else does. But what do you want to do with it?
and it's in the back. It's quite old. Huh. I'm gonna look around for guards first and foremost.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Look. Good job, Eel. 15.
Okay.
Started off right, Eel.
That's 12 plus 3, I should
Yep.
say. Okay.
No, it's fine. I just need to know like if it was a natural 20 or not. So like when you're over 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm looking for guards. Do I see any guards?
And as you're looking around, I mean, you do see some that are like meandering in the square, but nobody's paying you any mind.
I'll take it. I take the job off and I try to crumple it in both my hands as much as I can, just to completely destroy and eradicate any evidence that was ever us, or what I assume to be us.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna.
Be smothered in blood.
Pretty,
So as you do,
I'm fresh out.
it is old enough that just with some fierce rubbing,
I'm a good rubber.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Just.
you get it to just basically
I'm writing that in
dust
my
in your
notes.
hands.
What is it?
Insano. Great
The best rubs. So with that, I'm going to take a look more closely at the town guard job
Okay.
and what details it's got for me.
Okay. So as you're peering over it, you'll see that you'll get a daily stipend.
Sure.
On top of that, room and board is included.
Okay.
But you must be willing to travel to Lerwick in order to actually apply.
Yikes.
Isn't that where we just came from?
Yep. That is.
Well, 20-ish, 30 years ago, or whatever.
Yeah.
So technically,
5 years ago.
was it 5? That was a lot more than that.
You see a little asterisk at the bottom that states humans preferred.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Slow tear.
Racist.
Can I? Does it look like there's multiple copies? Like I could just take one off and share with the group, or does that have to stay there?
I mean, no, I mean, there's just the little tabs at the bottom. You can rip it off.
Perfect. Just pull out.
Guard wanted to come to Lerwick.
I'm gonna take 2 of those then, and God, I don't even know what the heck else to do at this point in time. I know I can hear JJ playing, even though I'm fiercely ignoring him.
No.
Where Dane was.
I thought we were friends.
I guess I'm gonna just meander down the road and see what shops there are, what houses are down that particular stretch of road.
Was it bread?
Okay.
Was it a roll you tried to
We'll come
steal?
back to that.
Didn't get it.
Grizzle, what are you doing?
I follow Dane out of the shop. And seeing that everybody is super spread out, I start to get nervous. So I look on the ground for signs of where Andy and Ponch went. See their little tiny feet in the dust. And I try to track where they are.
Andy and Punch?
Sorry. Garabo and Snot.
Okay.
So I look on the ground to see if I can kind of make out what happened.
Give me a survival check.
Survival. 21.
So as you look around, it's very difficult to spot anything in particular as to exactly where they might have gone. But after a few moments, you just notice a few smaller prints than others. And as you lean down, you just grab some of the dirt. As you twist it between your hands, you give it a small sniff. And you're like, this...
Oh, yeah. Ponch hasn't washed
It
yet.
smells like poop.
Pond hasn't washed yet, and it smells a bit like ash. You're like, yeah, that's definitely probably snot. So you're able to ascertain they're not terribly far from you. As you can see, they kind of went down an alley between the two homes.
Alright, I start following them down the alley.
Okay. As you round the bend, you can see Snot standing there, just kind of staring off over at Gerbo. So you're both kind of in proximity to each other at this point. But Gerbo's just kind of awestruck, and you can't figure out why. As you had rounded the corner, Gerbo, when you look into the back of Barthen's Provisions, the one thing that you notice is there is an addition. And that addition is over where you remember a certain party member to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so before you had come around, before Grizzle or Snot had come around, all I remember was running hastily through the buildings, and then running for what seemed like quite a while, and then I came out into the small clearing behind, and I had kind of forgotten where I was and what I was running from, but this building is coming back to memory, and I'm remembering we buried Lafora here. There's a building and I go up and I walk up to the building, and I'm trying to just kind of sliding my hands down to the ground where it was and reflecting on the night when we first arrived here. I think it was when we first arrived, when we buried her. Maybe not.
I don't think immediately, but pretty soon after you first arrived. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It was after the entire fight we had in the first level of the base.
And so
Right.
I reach
You
and
had been here, but...
I take out my journal, and I'm just kind of looking through it. Gundren, Theridin, Nundro, they had found an entrance to the Wave Echo Cave. Gundren lost the map to the cave. Lephora died. And at this point I can sense that there's someone behind me. And I just slowly turn and see Grizzle. And just kind of look at him like, we know each other. We know each other, right? Were you here when we buried? Did you help me bury this woman?
I did not.
Where's Dane?
He walked down the road. Should we go and find him?
Yes. What are we doing here?
We're trying to find more information before we go to the mine.
I kind of start to, as he's finishing, I kind of cut him off in my little spur. No, he's just constantly careful. It's just on the move and then forgetting what he's doing. Like, yeah, Dane, we need to find the dwarf. Let's go find the dwarf. Find what now?
Follow me, little one.
Ah.
We head on down to where I saw Dane.
As you start heading off, you just kind of see a shrug from Snot as he just kind of tags along behind you. Eh,
And I'm kind of hiding behind
the casual comment, I'm paying by the hour for this shit.
hiding behind Grizzle a little bit. Just not feeling safe now in this town. Again, Gerbo having not remembering what's going on, but the last time we were in this town, we were walking down this very same path. I jump kicked some redcoat off of a horse, I think. Remembering that, and it just feels, even though I don't know in this present day, I've already forgotten about the bread roll. I don't know if the guards are after me now.
that was just minutes ago.
Just minutes ago. I went through a fucking trip when I ran through the alleys there, freaking out. The adrenaline got to me, and by the time I got through, I had kind of forgotten what was going on. But what's clear as day to me right now is thinking about when we were here last, and that enough is alone to kind of scare me into the point that I'm kind of hiding behind Grizzle and just kind of, because I kind of know Grizzle. I feel safe with this ranger, but right now, more than anything, I just want to find Dane. Dane.
When I look around, what are the races of people? Is it mostly humans?
It's mostly humans, but I mean, you do see an intermix of races. It's just, I would say you're looking at 80 to 85% human in this town. You see, I mean, just a couple of dwarves, a couple of halflings, but that's about it. You don't see any other more varied races. You don't see anything like Tabaxi or tieflings or half-orcs, aside from, of course, the one you know.
Mm-hmm. So, Grizzle's starting to get a little bit nervous because he sees the one half-orc that he knows in the town.
Let's stand over here.
Then he sees JJ standing in the middle of the square playing music, and we're wanted fugitives from 35 years ago. But I mean, it's still new.
Does he know that though?
Yeah. He was there with you. Well, does he know you're? He has basically assumed that you're wanted. He doesn't know that there's an actual fugitive listing.
That's what
Right,
that's
yeah.
what I was.
I-
But
wondering.
you can still piece together that.
Yeah, the church
Probably.
was after us. So.
Yeah.
So I mumbled to these two. We're drawing far too much attention to ourselves as we kind of wander by to go find Dane.
I see them, and I'm like, oh, looks like we're ready to pack it up. So I sheath my mandolin.
Get it to stick.
Yeah, it's not gonna stick. And I'm like, to everybody around, I bow. I collect my hat, which has, nothing in it. That's great. And
Good job.
I follow Tell.
Give me a perception check.
Perception! 12.
As you're making your way over there, you're getting relatively close to the Stone Hill Inn. When you do, you can see Toblin sticking his head out of the door, kind of looking back and forth. And he catches your glance. As he does, he kind of just raises his hand. Young man, what? You said your name earlier. I'm sorry. The memory's going bad as I'm getting older. What was it again?
It's JJ.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Can you just hold on a second?
Can I sense in his tone or his facial expressions if he's maybe gonna flag down a guard or something?
Give me an insight
malicious. Insight?
Yep.
11?
I mean, he seems on the up and up. I mean, it appears to you that whatever he wants is just a quick thought more than anything else.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, now that I've verified that, just give me 1 second.
Okay.
And he disappears in, and he comes back out within about a minute.
Okay.
And he has like this small package almost in his hands. And he just brushes it off.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, this has gotten quite dirty, but I think this is yours. And as you just start to unwrap it, you see bundled together a handful of letters.
No way! He's actually got him print. Oh
Sure he
my
does.
God.
What?
Just
You'll have to forgive me.
unbelievable.
They started stacking up so much over time that I actually just had to number them. Otherwise, I didn't know how old they were.
Yeah. Those are mine. That's my name. JJ. You know, the address is Martha. Martha, right? Yeah. Do you know if she received them?
Received your letter?
Yeah.
Yeah, it finally all started coming back to me, but that was years ago, lad. I mean, I don't know if I would read all of those if I were you. But that's just my 2 cents. Let's just say
So
you
wait,
might just find pain.
Are these addressed to Martha?
They're addressed to you.
They're addressed,
Addressed
to
to
me.
you.
From
Okay. From because it doesn't actually say on here.
No, it does not.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, yeah. Thanks.
All I know is I think you broke that woman.
in more ways than one.
Oh. Okay. This is a lot.
Someone's gonna say it. It was gonna be me.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad to be the postman.
You're the one who. Anywho, I just turn around and back with my compadres.
Okay.
As I start to kind of look over this bundle of letters.
Okay, as you're peering through them, you can notice that they all have slightly different types of wear on them. Like some obviously look older than others.
Okay.
If you look on the back, every single one does have a number.
I see that.
That is the order in which they are from oldest to newest. So the lower the number, the earlier it came.
Oh wow.
So basically start with 1.
Okay.
Oh.
My goodness.
That's wild.
All right. Well, they're kind of just like chit chat. So I'm gonna go and read. Oh. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, it's not just a prop.
No, it's not. I mean, I did.
No half-ass, not anything.
Oh. All right. I'm reading this in secret. I don't want anybody to see this.
Yeah, so I'm not playing WoW. I'm writing love letters to my fans.
That's commitment.
Hey.
So
I'm
flirting with the.
I almost threw some lipstick on and fucking pissed the
Oh my god.
That would have been funny.
Oh man.
Wow, that's commitment.
Oh no.
What you should have done is created like a like a human female in WoW, taken off all her clothes and taken a black and white picture and then put it in there.
Oh my god.
That would have been pretty good.
Oh, I'm tearing up over here, but trying not to appear like I am.
Okay, so you guys see JJ return with just this small bundle. Are you just pushing forward, or
Me?
no? The rest of you.
I'm not with him, so.
I mean, I see that he has these letters, and I don't know. I'm gonna assume that it's returned mail from like just they never actually got the letters because we'd see him pull out his little scroll and write shit and it'd be like, oh, maybe they never actually got delivered. That's what I'm assuming right now. Because he hasn't really given a visual reaction yet to it. Maybe he's about to. I don't know.
I put the rest in my bag for a later time. So, where is everybody? Oh, we're all here. Minus
Yeah. What's up?
Insano. Where is that? Lard.
I don't know. So I saw him leave. The blacksmith. He took off down the road, and I haven't seen him yet.
Alright. What's the plan? Are we headed out today? How far by foot is the mine?
There he is.
Hey!
Oh, I thought I heard him.
I can see your upper lip now.
Alright.
I'll be
I
on.
don't know if you
Punch?
did that, but
Oh, it's good. I don't remember how to do all this shit all the time, like grapple. Really.
I tried it last fight.
yeah, we're all Insano's around the corner.
Sorry, I gotta put this ice pack on my balls. Gotta do that off camera.
Make sure you don't edit that part out.
Oh no, I'm just trying to clip the audio.
No, we're gonna clip the audio.
Yeah, clip that.
We take that
Somebody
out.
clip that.
Clip it.
Take that out in post.
No, we don't take that out in post. We leave the I need to ice my balls. You leave that in video.
A vasectomy's a medical procedure, one that makes you half a man. You're half a man.
Do you redo your notes? So you've approached me.
Yeah. We all came up as a crew. What did
Wait.
Grizzle do?
No, so
He hasn't done anything.
Okay.
you've been with the group, Snot, as they were behind Bartha's provisions. Gerbo had a moment talking about.
Is Gabriel present?
He is, yeah,
I would
Physically,
yes.
everybody's
Physically, yes.
and had a moment talking about a deceased friend when he looked at a newly constructed addition onto Barthan's provisions that covered up a old gravesite. But as you kind of all came back and were starting to congeal back into the center of town, you saw JJ come back with a stack of notes in his hand, or letters.
Show him.
I mean, they're
As
in
he-
my bag now. Here it is.
They're addressed to him.
Yeah. JJ, that's my name.
As he read one of them, you could see him like well up a little bit.
Wait, is this happening right now?
Yup. Yup.
What? Yeah.
What is happening?
He read one and then just kind of.
Yeah. I was trying to, do so discreetly, but without trying to draw attention.
But the reason that you came over to me was, or for whatever reason, Gerbo requested to find me,
Yeah.
and that's why you've approached me. So now I guess I just want to see them walk up. What's up, guys?
And I just walk up to Dane and I say, Ulfgar, Lafora.
No,
It's
no.
Lafora. She's back here.
No. And I put my hand on his shoulder and I go, I'm not Ulfgar. I'm Dane, and I put my other hand on and I shake him a little bit. And I
And I
say,
say,
get it together, man.
and I say, do you know Gundren?
of him, yes.
Where's Gundren?
A classic.
You know the answer to that.
And I lean in. I'm looking around, and who else am I seeing? And they see the bard, and
You basically see everyone minus Insano.
That was a Dodie question.
The minis are on the map.
Yeah.
then I look up to Grizzle and I say, "Does Lafora mean anything to you?"
I'm just gonna shake my head.
I turn back to Snot. It's like flash of shadow hits my eyes. Remembering the sneaky fuck was triggering me last episode. And I felt some kind of darkness from him and I wasn't know if I was feeling it or not. And so I just don't say anything to him and I just turn back to Dane. Dane?
Yes.
So you don't know Lafora, and you kind of know Gundren.
Who's Lafora?
She was a warlock that was sent here with me to find Gundren. He had 2 brothers. And I flipped through my notes.
Wasn't that Daddy Cad's sister?
Cad, yes. Yes, Cad.
Yeah, I remember. Cad. He mentioned her.
Who's he?
I never met Cat,
Cad.
right? No.
The bard remembers.
Your druid might have, though. I'm pretty sure your
Daddy
druid
Cad, as I conjure up.
Oh, no, I don't have illusion.
Daddy.
But I'm not my druid eel.
Did Dane Cad?
The boy.
I don't think so.
No. No, I did. Because Cad sacrificed himself
No, it was Lafora.
before I sacrificed to save
In the
Ulfgar, not Dane.
That's
Yep.
right.
Crazy.
I don't remember.
It must have been the emerald.
It was Eel's
I think
first.
so. I think
I
so.
think that I
Yeah.
met him, but briefly.
Green dragon.
No, yeah. Yeah, because
It
Cat
wasn't
came
for very
second.
long. Yeah.
I'm sorry, you just had so many characters that died.
That's okay. When I say the TPK, no big deal.
Learn to play.
Well, he settled into this orc really well, though.
So you're having a moment here. He's flipping through his notes and you're just mumbling shit.
Yeah, I mean, we fought redcoats.
You might have.
What are you
Gabriel's trying to remember what he looks like when he first came into this town compared. I'm realizing that there's some weird time shit going on.
Man.
Are you with us? Because physically on the board, you're over
No.
there. Have you not?
No,
joined
he's
I'm
us
not
yet?
physically
Okay.
the partner now.
Okay.
How much have you had to drink?
Thinking we had the one.
We did.
He's a lightweight now.
All right.
Dane and I had the one.
Just kind of assuming that he's going off on his own little rambling shit again, like he always does, because he had his moment where he was a little bit clear-minded, and then so I turned to Grizzle and are we leaving? We had kind of a plan. Are we going to the mine now? You guys all just kind of came and approached me, and he had some letters, and he's saying some weird shit. I don't know what's happening.
I'm getting nervous in the town.
Why is that?
Well, we were wanted by the church 30 years
true.
ago, and this town is run by the church.
So you thinking we should lay low?
I think we should finish what we need to do in town, and then go to the mine.
So I address the group and I say, does everybody got what they need?
I just stepped closer to Dane this whole time. I've just been slowly gravitating. Where are you at? To just stand beside you. Moving from Grizzle's shelter under your caring wing.
We're missing the orc.
What now?
We're missing the orc.
And I point over in that direction. I say, he came out of the blacksmith and
But yeah,
he kind of gave me a nod and went down that way, but I don't know where he went.
You would have clearly seen him when you went to
Right.
go grab those letters.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm ready to go.
Let's go find him then.
We need to, and I think Grizzle's right.
I agree.
We should make ourselves scarce.
Remind me again. What is our plan?
That's a good question as I turn to Grizzle.
I'm gonna go get Insano.
I looked at Dane. Insane what?
Hey,
What?
Insano.
Who's Insano?
Hey,
The orc.
Insano.
Big guy, kind of dumb.
He's cool? Quip to the warlock. He's cool?
Nah, I mean, seems alright. Likes blood.
Dane?
Kind of dark.
I mean, yeah, he seems to be okay. Gravitated towards a small boy, which was kind of weird. He drank some blood and
Didn't that boy become a demon?
You had a man crush on a demon child.
yes,
Hey,
yes, that
He's
did
not
happen.
over here yet.
look at our kinks.
And he seems to always want to work out. So I don't know. More power to the guy, I guess.
That could be cool.
Hey,
What?
Insano.
What?
Don't get all grumpy with me.
You what?
We're cool. Hey. We're having a team meeting.
All right. All right.
We're trying to figure out what the plan is, but I think the plan is to get the H out of here.
Okay. Well, I've learned some valuable information from. Well, I'll share with the group once we get back together. Where is everybody?
To the hills.
They're over here.
Grizzle, I know a spot.
I'll follow them back there.
You know a spot?
Yes, southeast of town. It's a building with a field, but up on the hill. We retreated from the hideout. I don't know if it's a cave, but it was some sort of thieves' hideout. It was up on the hill, in the basement of a building. It was a larger cave, under a trapdoor. Yeah, anyways, don't worry about that. But
I scratch my chin and I say, "Thieves' hideout."
yeah, like the redcoats. Sound like Tweak now himself. No, it's the freaking redcoats. Coffee.
So
I say, "Yeah, that sounds like a nice spot."
But listen. The hillside up there. There was some nice tree cover. And an interesting morning there once that none of you remember.
what is he talking about?
None of you remember the.
So
None of your characters actually remember
No.
retreating
I
from this
wasn't
place
there.
after.
none
Who
of us.
died up in that fight? We were fighting some wizard.
It's a deep cut.
A little bit. It's getting to your sight.
This is a moment where you start to feel more and more lost and more
So
departed
knowing
from the
where
group.
back here up on the
Yeah.
hillside is where I'm starting to go, so I'm just starting to slowly walk, knowing exactly where I want to go for this brief moment. I'm starting to slowly walk back.
So
this
we're
way.
trying to go back to like the Transcendor Manor.
This up here,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
There was an under basement shit. Okay, yes.
Yep.
That's
We
for
fought something, and at the end we were able to escape, and we were making our way back to town. Everyone else went back that way. Whoever was alive, I think at least 2 people died. I can't remember. who.
Everybody but me.
Yeah,
I think
Lafora was
what-
the only one that died there. Or no, that was Cad. Sorry, Cad was the only one that
So while
died
he
there.
wanders down
And
the
I turn to
street,
the group and I say, up on that hillside behind me, I watched a magician slit the throat of my druid friend while the rest of my group stood powerless. And I swear to God, this is real stuff I'm remembering, alright?
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder before as he's like trying to make his escape, just to stop him for a second. I have to share this with you guys. On the wanted group outside of the tavern, there was a poster with our faces on it, or at least a group that resembled us.
I turn again and I say, "So you said a thieves' hideout?"
It's been destroyed. I just look. It's not like you asshole.
Hey, maybe let's follow the kid. He's got us this far.
Well-
Wait, how old are you?
What about it?
Well, it's important you know
He's
this.
of legal age.
I look at the warlock and I say, thieves, sure, but something far more sinister
You
than
actually
that.
don't know that he's a warlock.
Okay, well I know, but
Yeah,
I turn to Snot. Sorry, you're right. And I just look at Snot and I say, surely there's thieves up there, but something more sinister as well. And kind of giving him the little glinty eye, like something more sinister as well.
Yeah, and I say, "Yeah," even though I have no idea what he's talking about.
Well, I know the Blue Jackets are there. I learned from Leanne, the blacksmith. That's where they're congregating, is in the mine. I don't think it's wise for us to go there right now.
That's not
That's
the mine.
that's not the mine, bud.
No, we're
The
going
place
to
he's talking about is outside the mine.
I mean, it's up
Yeah,
on this
it was.
hillside, dude.
That's
Just
where
imagine it on the board. This is where I'm talking about right now. Is this hillside up here?
Okay.
If you're talking about where there was the underground thing,
Yeah.
that was
That's
that
due east of
destroyed
town.
manor.
Yeah. I think we fought, destroyed that place. We came out of the other side of the dungeon that we fought through. But at any point when it ended,
No.
we came out and we were on our way back to town. I swear to God.
Yep, but
Yeah.
we were coming out basically at the exact same point.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then we like.
Okay, but
ducked
I'm just
and
saying
went
we got
somewhere
it.
over here.
Well, you can call me on the North Hill then. I don't care. It was one of these two hills. But right now
We,
I'm
we
walking
ended
back
up
towards.
we ended up settling in a cave there for the night, and you meditated out in the morning, early morning.
Because are you trying to remember exactly like where the entrance to the mine is?
I don't care about where the entrance is right now. I'm just talking about for right now. I'm looking at Grizzle and I'm saying I think smart move. I know a hill. I'm trying to be real right now. I've been here. Okay, I don't fucking know any of you guys. But I buried a warlock under that building. I don't know what year it is, but I'm here to fight the darkness. There's a hill over here.
Oh, are you trying to think of the hill when you came back to town after everything went to hell in a handbasket in the cave, and you like just everyone went to town and you just kind of meditated?
Yeah, hang on.
and fell asleep?
I'll show a drawing to everybody that will explain exactly.
Alright, while you find that, I walk up and I throw my arm around Gerbo and I say, someplace abandoned sounds nice right about now. So let's get the fuck out of here.
I
I
agree.
start following him.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you guys going? Well, who's leading the pack?
I am.
Or just wherever he's
Where-
going,
where
we're
are you-
following.
where are you going?
Gerbo and I are shoulder to shoulder.
So I'm looking over this way, and if you want me to roll, what do I see? I mean, I'm looking to this building.
I'm taking.
I see this wall in the background. I'm trying to say, and that's where I'm headed. But what do I see?
Like you see some farmsteads, you see the apple orchard.
Anybody walking the street right now? How busy is it?
I mean, no, there's very sparse people. Most everything takes place right in that town square. You just see a few people going back and forth with just a few carts, trying to maybe bring wares into the city, but nothing too extravagant. Like you maybe see 4 or 5 people on that road.
We're going to this abandoned place?
We're following
I'm headed
him
to
right
this
now.
hill.
You don't know where it is.
We have no idea what's
I'm
going
just
on.
looking
We're
for
just
the
following
hill.
him.
Alright, yeah, well, let's go. Let's head this way.
You're all
Let's do
following the nut job.
I realize that we're like a big pack right now,
Arm in arm.
but
Yes.
finally, in some sort of, I understand what the hell's going on. I'm trying to make my way quickly over to this half wall, and I'm at a moderate sprint here, just kind of half walking.
Moderate sprint.
Trying to look around as I'm moving for anybody that's looking at us, because I know that we're a big pack. Shit's
Give
weird.
me a perception check,
Thank you.
since you're leading the pack. Here.
as he's moderately sprinting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do a couple high knees.
15.
As you're looking around, like you do see the farmer like out in the back, kind of plowing as
Okay.
you're like running alongside of his property, and he just kind of looks at this group and he just kind of holds onto his hoe.
What the fuck?
And then just goes back to work.
Alright, so I quickly jump over the fence. How high is this rock wall?
Oh, like 3 feet.
Good, because he rolled a 4.
A 4 plus whatever you want it to be.
No, you make it over the rock wall.
He's like, let me roll it.
It's kind of a half jump, like your feet catch, and you just tumble over, but you land on your feet and keep going. You somehow made it look graceful.
I want to do
Alright.
this, and you just randomly roll
I
for it.
do a couple John Woo spins. As I see, okay? And I'm just like, from here, I motion up to Grizzle, up to the tree line. Like, do I see a tree line over this way?
Yeah, there's a full forest line. If you remove your sheet, you'll be able to see it.
So, yeah, I just point to Grizzle. I look at Grizzle and I just point up to the hillside. Lead. How do we get there?
I take a look around to see if any farmers or if we've attracted any attention to ourselves.
Okay, give me a perception check.
17.
You see that one farmer you passed earlier, just kind of stopping from time to time and kind of like looking up in your general direction. But then he just goes back to work then. Like, he just kind of like is trying to figure out, like, are they trying to like come steal my turnips? Like, what the hell's going on?
Right. And then I kind of lead the way to the edge of the forest. Just
said-
inside.
So this is where you said the farmer was, right? And is that what he's got there? Turnips, or is he just plowing shit? What is he? What's here?
An apple orchard.
There's an apple orchard.
Oh, baby.
Okay.
So, yes, it's turnips. He's a turnip farmer.
Okay.
We can work on that to beats if you prefer.
Grizzle and I almost completely match.
What's that?
Grizzle and I are like matching.
Big hood, little hood.
hoods.
The same one.
Who's the true alpha?
Look at us.
Has he got the little spiky
I look
bracelet?
over at Grizzle.
Why does your mini look like mine?
Like, are we dressed kind of similarly? With like, am I to believe what I'm seeing? Have we been? I can't. Perception. Have we been wearing the same outfit this whole time?
Do you shop at Dillard's too?
Yeah, we both
One of you has to change.
show up to school.
I kind of glance down at Snot, put my fist down. Game recognizes game.
Game recognizes game.
I keep walking towards the tree line.
Yeah, you guys are out front. We're following you. Move Grizzle up to the front of the pack here. I know this guy tracked me into the building where I found the Fora, so I recognize that he's got some skills, so I wanted him to get us to the tree line.
So once we're in the trees, I kind of scan just to see if it's a safe spot. And then I say, I think before we do anything else, we need to come up with a plan. What are we going to do?
I thought the idea was to get the kid, as I point towards JJ, the kid with the guard outfit, into the mine to have him get some more info.
That sounds like a good idea.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
And I turn quickly to Snot and say, I thought we only had one. We have two? Where's the other one?
Or were we gonna try to? We were gonna try to procure one in town.
Why did we need two again? I mean,
You gonna do this alone, kid?
I got this.
We're screwed.
I don't think it's a good idea.
So I take a long drag on my
Vape
my
pen.
vape pipe.
Oh, wait.
Well, that he bought on the steamboat
If we wanted to
on the cloud machine.
if we wanted to try to spy on the Blue Jackets, they're by the entrance of the cave of Wayback Cave. That's where they're hanging out.
Grizzle's the only human in our group, though, right?
Nope.
JJ.
JJ.
I stepped
So, I mean,
forward.
other than JJ, Grizzle's the only human, right?
Correct.
And from what we saw when we were in the bar, were all of the guards were human as well?
Correct.
I'm stepping backwards through the group now that we're on the tree line and we're encircled. Step through everybody and just walk over to the bard, and I just hand him my notebook, my journal, as it were.
What?
I hand it to him, and I lay back down on the hillside, and I'm trying to remember if this is the hill that I was on. I don't know if you want me to roll for it. Somewhere in there, there's a drawing of me on a hillside, waking up in the morning.
Page through it.
Yeah, well, look at there's an index. I mean,
This is the table
this is like some Charlie shit here right now.
Oh,
Is it a hat for worms?
what am I?
Give me a history check.
Okay, I look.
5. You're gonna have to rely on that. Hang on, history.
It,
Yeah,
it certainly
5.
looks familiar, and to you, it feels like it's the same hill.
Okay, I open it and I look.
So I just lie down on it, and I'm trying to remember if the last time I was here was day or night.
It was night.
What?
Even though it's mid morning right now, and I've only had one beer.
Only one beer.
That sobriety is waning on you.
Slightly perplexed, I look at Gearbel and I'm like, "What's this? What?
It's my history. It's a part of the puzzle. If you can
Okay.
figure it out, it might help us understand. But
Okay.
I know I'm not right. And as I look at Dane,
I'm like,
as I'm saying that,
page-
like I'm seeing Ulfgar still, because it's some weird fucked up relationship in Gearbo's mind.
I go, guys, I got an idea.
What's that?
Follow me here. We'll take JJ hostage. Don't let me lose you. Hostage. Don't let me lose you, kid. We put the outfit on him. And then we say we have one of their prisoners.
I've got a slightly better idea, but I like where your head's
What?
at.
We say that we're like representatives of this fucking guy, and then we gotta go. We have you as a hostage, and we're just sent to negotiate.
Oh, I'm the hostage.
Yes.
Oh.
It could work, but
We also
we
could
need
die.
to pick just a few small. We couldn't bring just one hostage with
I think it might work better
5
if
or
you
6 others.
I don't think
all of you capture me and say we've got some manual labor here. We're like trading for a bounty.
I like where the orchid's at better.
What about this?
Yeah. I don't know how I feel.
I
about
grab JJ's cloak that changes colors,
That's our 2.
put it on, and hide in the bushes, holding on to either Snot or Gerbil. JJ puts on the guard uniform, go gets a guard, and says, "We need help because we caught the pickpocket."
Ah,
The guard comes out, we jump him, now we have 2
now we got 2.
suits.
Better
I like
yet.
his idea.
Better yet.
Yeah.
Instead of heading directly there, just use him as bait to feel free to walk around along the edge here. You don't have to have anywhere in particular in mind, but maybe just get some information. Scout it out.
What if we have one soldier and we're all prisoners?
We've been captured.
Okay. Yeah.
I say we go with Grizzle's idea.
I like Grizzle's plan the best.
Got a good plan.
It's a good plan.
Because I'm like, just like looking through.
And I say you're gonna have to wear the
You can
second
hand that
guard
to
outfit,
anybody
though.
else too.
Oh, I
Because
can.
you're the
Okay.
only one it'll fit.
I turn to this page.
It's
Yeah.
yours now. Garbo's just
Right.
released it for the moment.
Yeah,
It's just a
like,
puzzle piece that maybe still help.
It's like you just put a marker in his mouth.
okay. Yeah. I mean, this is starting to make more sense now. Okay.
I knew an artist would understand.
I think the pink means pain.
All right. Yeah.
Kill all
So,
humans.
It was the purple sky with the 2 moons.
Okay. Yeah. Moons.
A transformed Tatooine? What is that?
Danglebar.
Who's gonna go get the guard?
I am.
JJ will.
Because he can...
Because
He can be a guard.
Deceive him better than I can.
We're
I'm
gonna
gonna attempt to climb a tree.
I'll
I'm
hide
looking around
kind
for
of
a
in the
tree that I can
bushes,
climb while these
holding one
guys
of the
are continuing to talk.
halflings, so he
Okay.
can't directly see
Make an
me.
athletics check.
Right.
And
It
then when
looks
he
like
gets
he's tied up.
close, we'll jump the guard.
19.
Right, it looks like he's tied up.
Find one, and you're up it
Yeah.
with no issue.
Do you want me to hide up?
You're only about
like,
like 10,
in the
12 feet
tree?
away from
Like
them.
He's
the
in a
ball will
tree
drop when
now?
he gets close?
Why are you in a
Maybe
tree?
behind the building to cut off his
Oh.
escape.
Sure.
So, okay, so where are we doing this? Where are we doing the deed? We gotta go to the mine, you're saying?
Thank you.
No.
We're just luring a guard
Just
from
edge
in
of
town.
town,
On
yeah.
the edge of town. Yeah.
Dirty. I like it. Let's do it.
JJ, hand me your cloak. Please.
It's pretty cool. Are you sure you don't want the blue one? And I keep my cool cloak and I just turn them blue?
JJ, just listen to the plan.
Listen to the plan. If you haven't noticed.
Wow.
Kill. I murdered myself.
At least it was fitting though. Many
Dark
broke
Justice,
with their own.
yeah.
Alright.
You had like some little teenage spat through my journal? And somehow it bounced off the tree and hit you in the eye.
we can fix that.
Okay.
Just a little hot glue or something.
Take that out and post.
I am the plan.
No, you need to look like a guard. You have to wear the blue one.
That is a
The guard
bad
uniform.
omen, guys. That is a bad omen.
Alright. Okay. And I hand him the cloak.
I put on the cloak. I give it a snap, because that's how you change the color, to make it resemble the guard's uniform.
And I'm like impressed.
Now you've seen these guards.
Mm-hmm.
Once you have done doing it, like it's going to be of similar color. But what color do you want that to be?
Well, I mean, I donned the one
Oh, so you have the other
uniform
one.
we do have, and like, here, use this as reference.
So as you grab that, like it's again like blue tunics, white trim. There's like those. Is like gambesons, is that what it's called? It's like a leather padding that goes underneath. I think that's what it's called.
Sure.
Follow me, boys. But you also have, it's not necessarily a cloak, but it's like more like a shawl where it just goes over the top and kind of drapes down the shoulders to about here and just goes straight over the head. And it's a vibrant red.
Okay. So, remind me. I get the guard.
The one piece you seem to be missing is a helmet.
They have helmets?
You've noticed that they all have either like metal hats or helmets.
Okay.
Maybe Barthen can help us with that.
You could pretend he got kicked off too.
You can pretend it's in for repair.
Yeah, you can pretend that in the scuffle, your hat got knocked off.
Yeah, I like that.
Come quick! I lost my hat!
Quick! Somebody pretend like there's been a scuffle. Snot! Punch him!
No. Hey, whoa. Not necessary. Not necessary. Alright, so
100% necessary.
I found the thief. Where you get there's an altercation. I lose my hat. He ran away. I need backup.
I think we should go over it one more
Your
time.
partner grabs.
I think we're
Where does
ready.
Grizzle fall into this plan again?
I'm holding Snot here.
No, not Snot. Gerbo.
Gerbil climbed up a tree.
Gerbil's in a tree.
Gerbo's the thief, though.
He's
No,
gone.
he didn't steal the bread, did he?
You can hear them clear as day when they're
That's
talking
who
about
they were running after, though.
Yeah, the guards are running after him.
All I'm doing right now, I can hear
But-
them talking, but having
but it doesn't
seen
matter,
JJ
be-
throw my notebook, I just look at the notebook.
But it doesn't matter who
That's
is
all
there.
I'm focusing on right now.
He's the honeypot.
It doesn't matter who you're holding because they're not going to be able to see you from where.
Yeah.
So we just say, "Hey, we have the bread thief," and say, "Okay," and then you come back, and then they'll be like, "That's not the bread." Smack, and then we take his uniform.
Right.
Easy
That's the
peasy.
plan.
I like it. Let's roll.
I got this.
I'm gonna.
As I start to rehearse,
Slowly
like,
make your way down.
guard line,
Yeah,
like,
let's
yeah,
up the
I try to muster up an accent that isn't
Look at that
flamboyant
back
or teenager.
Okay.
It's like,
Okay.
yeah,
Let's set up the figurines.
This
here.
guy was
Around that
like-
table.
over there. Yeah.
Remember that
That's
table?
there.
Okay. All right.
That was in the tower.
I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm
You
pretty
gotta move
sure.
me by my base now. There we go.
Guys, it's like midday. We're doing this right now. All right, have fun.
Oh yeah,
guys.
midday.
Yeah, that was in the tower. That was when...
Wait, do you want to put me like behind this house?
Yeah.
That's a bar.
Well, it's on the ground.
Fine.
So
That's
I
a
like-
house, whatever. Doesn't matter.
I
Everyone's
like.
up in the tree.
I'm just gonna.
I'm looking at it, but nobody else is picking it up. I'm just staring at it.
The journal?
Yeah, nobody's going for it.
Hey, where we put me?
So I'm just sitting up in the tree.
I'm
You're
pretending
being
to
held
hold you.
by.
Yeah, do you agree to that?
You decided that for me? Okay.
Okay,
I see the journal, and I start to walk this way. On my way, I kind of glance back up to the tree and take a pause. So you going or what? And I pick up the journal, and I don't even read it. I just put it in my satchel. And I start walking this way.
seeing him pick that up, I'm going to jump down and... Yeah, all right, let's go. Not acknowledging that he took the book at all, just... All right, let's go.
Okay, here we
Moving
go.
in step with him now.
Okay. So where is everybody currently?
Dane, are you back here still?
The like.
Yeah, why are we following so
The
close to them? But
furthest building out from town.
Okay.
I'm peering around the corner to see if we can see any guards.
Give me a perception check.
13.
You can see some at the end of the street standing in the center square.
Two of them.
So it's just
Yeah, surprisingly.
you're just gonna do this right. You're just gonna do this right by the edge of the road, right here.
Yeah, so I'm kind of, they can kind of see me, but I'm still kind of hiding behind like a bush.
This is me
What is-
in a guard outfit.
Okay,
What is
so
this
you're
exactly?
back there with a cloak that's what color?
yeah, what color is your cloak?
The same color as the cards.
As you can see. Well, what color is it? You gotta tell me.
It is blue.
Okay. Their tunics are blue.
Their tunics are blue, so like blue.
With
and
white
then
trim
white
around the
trim
edge?
around the edge.
Okay. And you're holding out in
Like
front
Django?
of
The tunic?
you? Yeah, or that, no, because you don't have a tunic, you have the
No,
cloak.
yeah, I have the cloak like around me.
Okay.
And then when they get a little closer, I'm going to kind of hold out one of the halflings.
Which one?
Yeah, wait. Are we already...
Forest gnome, so it ain't me.
So, before, like, as this is happening, like, I look
No
up...
halfling.
Yeah,
I
there's
look
only one
over-
halfling, I take that back.
Yeah, he's
I
a
think of
gnome,
halflings just
so-
as like little people in general,
Yeah.
like kind of lump them all
Yeah.
together.
Did we
So-
decide?
Hopefully Garble if you play the swell.
I'm gonna approach. I'm gonna approach Grizzle, and I'm gonna say,
So you making your way down the street now, JJ?
Yeah, but before I do that, I go, alright, got this. Let's do this.
Okay.
And I go, and I cast Enhance ability on myself.
He's buffing up.
while he's doing that, I whisper to Grizzle. I say, how are we just gonna hit him over the head, or how?
Okay, I break the bread and I pull the bread out of my shirt. I break it in half. I give half to Garbo, and I kind of like crack my back a little bit. I was like, when they come for us, you big fuckers, grab them. You hold them down and keep them quiet.
I'm gonna block the exit as I go hide behind between the two buildings. Try to tuck myself away.
And I say, okay, nobody has any idea what we're doing. We're gonna wing it.
When they get
So
close, we'll attack.
I take a couple steps back, and I pick up one of the pieces. I don't know. I'll find a piece that's like this big.
A piece of what?
A piece of the wall.
A piece of a big rock.
Oh, the wall. I can't see
Sorry.
from here. It's got
Yeah,
kind of a glare.
The wall. I pick up a piece of the broken wall. And
So a rock.
a rock.
Pretty much.
Tane picks up a rock,
Picked up a rock,
a big one.
and I'm gonna hide
Real
behind.
big one.
Somewhere in this vicinity, there's got to be like. It said the wall is 3 feet. I assume
Yep.
that wall runs all the way. So I find a portion that I can actually hide behind. So I just in within hearing distance.
Oh, and how short you are. You basically just have to kneel.
Yeah, sure.
I'll
One
give you a
can-
stealth check anyways, but I'll give it to you with advantage because you're short enough.
Mm. 16.
Okay. You believe you are sufficiently hidden.
I believe I am sufficiently hidden. Okay.
I'm not going to just say you're sufficiently hidden. You believe you are.
I'm.
Sorry.
I am stealthy.
I am the knight. I am Dane-Man.
So I,
Well,
Are you guys ready yet?
my staff is just like on my back, and I got my like, you know, my mage armor going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Grizzle turns to Snot. Snot, hide behind me.
Okay.
And I
Crouch
cast
down.
Pass Without Trace.
Yep.
So everyone within a 30-foot radius has a plus 10 dexterity for stealth.
Ooh.
For how long? Wait, am I in this radius?
Yeah, it's not plus 10 just to dexterity. It's basically plus 10 to stealth.
Yeah,
checks.
stealth
Yeah.
checks for
Right.
dexterity, yeah.
She.
Within 30 feet, I would say you're probably going to be walking too far away where you'll be out of it because you have to stay
Because
within
he's like
it.
walking up here.
Yeah.
Well, he's walking.
Oh, it's
just
like an aura
the
and
closest
an
guard
aura.
he can find.
Okay.
I
Well,
think
my
is
plan
the
is to
idea.
like shroud all of us who are hiding, except for me. And I go up to Garbo. Garbo, are you ready?
For what now?
I'm gonna pretend like I caught you, and then when the guard comes, we're
Okay.
gonna try to incapacitate him.
1 or 2 guards.
Or we're gonna murder him.
Hopefully one, maybe two.
And I'm gonna drink all of his blood. I am thirsty as fuck.
Okay, I look. Is the orc like
Terrible.
hiding behind the building, all prepped already?
Yep.
Alright, yeah. So I just look at Grizzle like, "Am I following you?"
You're just gonna stand right here.
Okay.
I kind of pick him
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Get ready to pretend to struggle.
As he picks me up, I'm kind of like allowing this to happen, and I don't know these people, but I trust this guy, and all right, I got the. Do I have the bread in one hand that he gave me? No, I'm gonna tuck that bread chunk in my pocket real quick, kind of just conceal it. I don't want the guards to know that I have it just chilling in my hand. So
Okay. So you're in the bush. You're going to be holding up Snot.
Kind of holding out Garbo.
Oh, Gerbo.
Snot's hiding behind me.
Yep. And you're at a wall probably
I'm-
like 25 feet back.
throws a rock.
If I were to take this map,
He throws a rock. It knocks out Snow.
Decades of training have prepared him for this.
What's a better, like, is that better?
Yeah, it's probably better.
Okay.
Well, this is totally gonna work.
And where's Insano in all of this?
I'm right I'm between the two houses, so I'm kept blocking
This is
exit.
a scheme.
And I just yell, I kind of yell back to those guys. I go, JJ goes, this is gonna work.
Here.
And I go, we're all going back to jail.
Leave it to me.
That's why we're going back to jail.
As I see him going that way, I'm gonna try to hide up against the side of this house.
Okay.
So as they walk past me, they shouldn't see me.
Okay. Okay, give me a self check.
Okay.
You are outside of that range. You're not getting the plus 10.
Nope, understood. So 9.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm doing
ready.
this. All right.
By the way, is that Kernus?
It is, yeah. All right.
Where's JJ?
This is me in disguise.
Oh, okay.
Also, JJ fell off his base.
Transforms into a
Is
dragon.
that
Um,
Kernus?
Kernus, I think.
Make yourself be the Hulk.
Curtis.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, I'm running.
We gotta run.
Guys! Wait, hold on.
You are a guard.
So,
Do you stop in the middle of the street? To
no,
change your character?
Alright, this is. So, the guards, like, from my exposure to them, do I have a. Like, how much exposure? Have I seen, like, one or two? In the bar, I suppose I probably overheard some of them talking. I want to mimic their kind of dialect.
Their speech.
And
Their diction.
accent.
I like that.
It's difficult to do only because you've heard multiple different accents, so you can tell they come from different regions.
Okay.
The only thing you have noticed in common is that they are all generally larger gentlemen.
Okay.
Human. You've only seen males to this point.
Alright.
And normally they seem to be a little bit like on the gruffer side and tend to be like probably late 20s, early 30s.
Okay.
So they have a decade on you.
Alright. Okay.
I'm gonna make a ready.
Whoops.
I'm gonna ready an action. And I kind of like to Grizzle. I just say, if things get weird, get ready to just throw me right at one of them.
That's the plan.
So like a ready in action. When we're up close and things look like they're going south, we're gonna give the signal to get chucked.
Guys!
So what is the action you're ready?
Oh, I'm gonna dive at one of the guards, try and shove the bread but roll in his mouth. Trying to knock him over, knock him down, shake his mouth with a bread loaf. I'm just trying to. All we're trying to do is incapacitate him. Was the plan.
That's what you're trying to do. But
Okay.
There's two of them.
Okay.
We're ready.
We
to
don't know
go
that.
out.
All right. So
As,
we don't know
as,
that.
as
El Baguette.
JJ huffs and puffs up there.
El Baguette.
Guys!
Little baguette.
What do you
Little
do?
baguette for little.
Guys!
Little
Hey!
As you're running up, you just see them both kind of like slowly start to turn and look at you.
Yeah! Hey! Guards! Hey!
Did you just call us guards?
Yeah! Fred! I mean, Chet!
I mean,
George! Fred! Yeah! What? Doesn't matter. I got the bread thief, but he kind of, he knocked we got in a fight, but one of the other guards, we've got him, but we need some help.
Roll me a deception check.
Correct.
Fred!
With
Just call us guards.
With advantage? Why?
Because enhanceability
What does enhanceability do?
buffed himself.
does that.
Makes you drop your hand.
Enhanceability. You touch a creature, myself.
You touch yourself, got it.
And bestow upon it a magical enchantment. Choose one of the following effects. And I went with. I did choose charisma because I knew it would be, some sort of charisma check. So for the next hour, the target has advantage on charisma checks.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Deception.
14 plus 3, 17? They just kind of look at you. First day.
Yeah, I'm kind of new, but hey, time's wasting. Hot lava, hot lava.
What are you brandishing for a weapon?
I've got a dagger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
So as you're sitting there, and are you holding it, or is it just like it's on your side?
It's on my side.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just see the two guards look at each other. And listen,
They were too much for me. I need your help.
as they start just rock paper scissoring for it, and finally you see the bowman loses, and he takes his crossbow. Fine, and he turns around and starts to follow you.
Come on. What's your name again?
It's George.
George. All right. Sure. George. I knew it. One of you was George. All right. Come on.
And he starts kind of jogging after you.
All right. Hold on. All right. Yeah. Chet, over there, he's got him. Come on. Let's go.
Over where?
That guy. Blue cloak.
Do you do anything to grab his attention?
I kind of give Garbo a little wiggle, like, ugh.
I didn't get the bread. I didn't get it, all right? He already tried to cut my hand off. I didn't take the bread. I don't know where I am.
It's Richard Dreyfuss.
I don't know where I am. I have a bartender money.
Give me a deception.
14?
And actually, I'll give that to you with advantage because you're probably helping him, would be my guess.
Yep.
Unless you want to
Yeah,
roll
we're
your
really
own.
selling this. Come on.
Do advantage.
Oh,
That one, so we'll take the 14.
damn, that would have been great. And he just keeps running, keeps following right behind you, JJ.
Great.
And as he runs by, with his earlier perception roll, which was a nat 1, he does not notice Insano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
why it's like,
I'm just gonna keep going until you tell me to stop.
As I'm holding,
stop.
Okay.
Right now, I would say he's probably about 50 feet from you. And JJ's just in front of him.
as I'm holding Garbo, I'm kind of judging how heavy it is, or how heavy he is, and how far I can toss him. And I'm going to ready an action that when he gets to an area where I know I can throw Garbo and Garbo can like reach him, I'm going to toss Garbo.
Okay.
While this is happening, I'm looking down the street as they've gone past me to see if there's another guard coming. And I see there's no other guard.
Give me a perception
Yeah,
check.
say, does he?
Does he? 17.
You don't see anything except the guard that's up there continues to kind of look back and forth a little bit because
Sure.
he needs to keep an eye on his post as well as he tries to keep an eye on you. But there's enough of a curvature to the road that you can tell he's having difficulty seeing that far down.
Got it. Can I tell if he's slowing down or is he still jogging?
He's come to a stop.
Perfect.
And as he has, you look over and you can see him start to load his crossbow. And as he raises it, it's like, okay, lad, you go in, flush him out, bring him out. I got you covered.
Flush him out. He's right here.
What did you need me for then? Looks like you've already got him.
Well, listen, this guy, I already told him, this Lone Ranger here is trying to bring me in for stealing bread. I didn't take any bread.
Enough of your nonsense.
Look for the crumbs. I got no bread. I got no bread.
As Insano. Listen, hey, he's got the bread in his hand. What's in his pocket? It's in your pocket.
While the yelling's going on, I'm going to sprint at the back of the bar, and I'm going to try to grapple him, and like just
grapple him.
head slam him like right into a tree.
Oh my god!
That's what I want to do.
Give me a... First off, give me a stealth check.
Give me a suplex check.
Suplex.
Stealth check again.
Wow.
Okay.
Stealth check?
Mm-hmm.
17.
Oh.
Yakers.
You are light of foot as you just sprint up.
Oh, that work's paying off. The montage paying off. Even Rocky had a montage.
Now give me a strength check with advantage because he doesn't know this is coming.
Yeah,
So
I love it.
17.
Roll again.
That's not including a proficiency.
Advantage.
advantage.
So you roll
Okay.
twice and take the best.
Crit.
That's a 5.
Not
17.
20.
We'll take 17.
Not 17. Okay.
So as you rush up behind him, you just immediately he just notices your footfall a half a second before you actually impact. He just kind of looks over his shoulder. You just
spear him.
And realizing that you got too far under him and had too much momentum, you're having difficulty trying to find a tree as much as you are just leaping forward and burying his face straight in the ground. As you just impacts and you just see the dirt just fill his mouth as he drags across the ground.
I go.
On this reaction, I'm going to kind of take Grizzle's hand off my waist and put it down and I'm right hand up on his shoulder and I'm trying to get him to get ready to launch me. And I'm going to... Can we do our reaction now and get a jump kick? I'm going to drop kick and curb check this guy. I want to kill this guy. No, on foot.
I'm planning to do a tree in the
about
ground.
30 feet,
Oh, okay.
but it could happen.
It looks close. I'll roll.
You're going to try and throw him?
Yep, Grizzle panics and tosses him. I choose you.
Give me a strength check. Give me an athletics check.
Oh, man. This is going to be good.
God, that's something
10.
10.
So, as he shoves you, you get you find the timing just perfect, and you just leap off when Grizzle's at full extension, shoving you forward, and you jump, and you come to a land a good 10 feet short.
Okay, so I'm going to use the rest of my movement then to charge at this guy and just go for a quick little run, drop kick on the back of his neck.
Okay.
His neck.
Make an attack roll. Guy. And with advantage because he's technically prone.
11. Well, this would be an unarmed attack, so that would be 19. I mean, if unarmed a foot, I'm going for...
Yeah, unarmed is a foot, yeah.
So...
You might as well roll again to see if you crit if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Oh no, he's gonna kill another guy.
Broke his neck.
Yeah.
No remorse.
Wait,
Well,
no,
you
that was just
definitely
a hit.
hit.
I'm going to eat his spine.
Roll for damage.
Alright.
Remember to double those dice. Double the number of dice, not double the result.
So 10 plus 4... 10 plus 4. Wait, no. 10... Yeah, plus 4.
So 14 points of damage.
18, sorry. 18.
What?
My unarmed hits for 6. Plus 10. Right? 1d... No. I'm sorry. 2d6 is a 12. 16 damage, sorry. 16. I want to sell a math. I was seeing 3 dice out there.
Okay. So, as you come down for 16 points of damage, and you're just trying to hit him the back of the neck, and you're just drop kicking at him, right?
Yeah.
So, as you come and you just lower your heel right onto the back of his neck, you just get this mixture of blood and dirt that launches out of his mouth.
Yes.
But he's still moving.
Alright.
Everyone roll for initiative.
What just happened?
We're about to kill another guy.
Oh, I don't want this blood on my hands.
Choosing to be with the party. It's too late.
Part of the group now! You didn't know this guy was about to bust loose?
One of us. I am 15.
5.
19.
19?
5.
14.
7.
Did my initial grapple...
What are your dexterity modifiers?
Plus
2.
4.
Okay.
Did my initial grapple and tackle do any damage at all?
Actually, yes. Roll a d6.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. You
You're
went
fine, I
10
didn't-
feet.
That's part partly why I was ready to
2
just
plus.
finish
Do I
the
get
deed
proficiency
here.
bonus on that or no?
He's got him in the hold.
don't
No,
know.
essentially, because I look at it like almost like fall damage.
Sure. It's a 2.
So 2. Okay.
Rockin' 2.
Okay. So with that, JJ being the closest is first to move.
He's still.
He's still breathing.
Is he like yelling or screaming?
No, he just coughed up a load of dirt and blood.
Perfect. I mean, if we knock him unconscious, he's not dead, right?
Correct.
Okay.
That might
You can also say I want to do a non-lethal blow.
That's what I'm going for here.
Okay.
So seeing the drop kick and
Get in here, kid.
the
Show me what you got, kid.
tackle, I'm like, he's gotta be, almost out, right? So I only cast the level 2.
Only level 2.
Dissonant Whisper. So you actually have to take a wisdom saving throw. DC of 13.
Fails with a 12.
Oh! Alright, so you take the full 3d6. No, I'm sorry, that's level 2, so it's 4d6.
Only level 2.
Oh my god.
So can I get a couple more?
Is JJ getting dark right now? Trying to overkill this guy with some mind blast crit? Is that what's going on?
Non-lethal.
Lethal!
As I let loose. 8, 10, 11 damage. Psychic damage. And because you failed the check,
Debuff?
you must immediately use your reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
He's prone?
So I don't know
He's
that
kind of
would-
being held.
Okay.
He's in a
But at the
psychic
same
scream out of
time,
it, dude. He's
you've had the spell for a while, haven't you, or have you not? Or is this
Yeah.
Yeah, you've had this for a while?
Yeah.
Okay, give me an Arcana check with advantage then.
Arcana with advantage. Okay. Can do that. 17.
Okay, you're good.
Alright.
Basically, it was a test to see like how well you know this spell
Okay.
to be able to hold back enough force.
To make it non-lethal?
And as you do this, you just see his eyes roll into the back of his head as his tongue just falls out and just starts lapping up more dirt as he passes out.
nice.
Put my head in
I would like to make a lethal blow,
I did a little victory
but it's my
dance.
turn to do so.
Can I just
Which
say
would be
that
right now is actually your turn.
Oh, having... Are we out of combat?
Having seen JJ,
If you want to be out of combat, you can be out of combat now.
Yeah, so I'm
But
gonna...
it's his turn.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
pop his
technically.
fucking head off.
Okay.
Having seen
shit.
JJ just attack this guy, I realize
Well done.
we can't hide this body or keep him locked up anywhere. What the fuck are we gonna do with them? I make a motion to remove his head from his body with my bare hands.
What?
He's gonna get even darker!
I look.
Roll me a strength check.
Okay.
Wow.
You,
Only
because we're technically out of combat.
Yeah.
If somebody wanted to do something to stop it, they
Right.
could.
Like,
7.
do I?
7?
7.
Okay.
Do you
So you
say?
get with advantage because he's unconscious.
Sure. 7 and 5 is 12.
Okay. Anybody? No. Okay.
Yeah, no. Like, do I see any? Like, can I? Did you say anything? Can I sense your intent?
No.
I
Well, I
say,
mean,
yes.
My intent's to rip this dude's head off.
I
Are you
say,
gonna
hey,
catch him when
come
he
on.
puts his... Are you going up for like some Seagal?
I've already got like my hand on his shoulder and my other hand underneath his chin, and I'm just.
Okay. I'm gonna dive
So like
at
the yellow
him, then.
pages. You're trying to take the yellow pages. Strong man and
I jump at him. I try to.
break this up.
I don't know.
Do I see
Like
him
he's-
jump at me?
No, you're too focused on ripping a head off.
No, I had to move for that.
I'm trying to stop this.
Or you give me a perception check with
Yeah.
disadvantage.
I help JJ.
Wow.
You help JJ?
Yeah.
As in how? Like you're also diving?
I'm like,
6, right?
just fight!
Yes,
I
right?
jump in.
6?
So what?
So what? Perception.
Perception check? 9?
Yeah.
Well, so with disadvantage though. Okay, 6 again.
Okay. So It's a little difficult. You're a little too much blood in the eyes, a little bloodlusting. And what are you doing? You're diving at him?
I'm trying to like ready my everything. No, I'm trying to stop. I don't know. Like I see
Stop
he's
him,
already
right?
unconscious.
So you're diving at him and you're diving at him?
I'm trying to like
Yes.
I don't know.
Just shoulder check him off of this guy?
Yeah, I'm like
I'm just doing.
Okay,
Superman.
Here's what I want.
yeah.
The three of you are going to make dexterity checks because I'm like trying to figure out how to balance this out.
Okay.
Flat dexterity
Flat
checks.
dexterity.
Actually, no, flat athletics checks.
Oh no.
Yes.
And
Yes.
whoever has the highest number is basically going to succeed. So, like, if your numbers are higher than his, I can say yours is the highest, Snot, you'll be the first to impact him and knock him away. If yours is the highest, you're going to rip his head off moments before they hit you and knock you over.
That's so not plus any of the skills then.
What?
Not plus any of the skills then.
Not +8.
Right.
No, it would be because it's an
Okay.
athletics check.
Okay. You said not just a flat roll.
Yeah,
So
it was
like,
flat athletics check.
okay.
With your
Oh, you're
modifier?
Yeah, with your athletics modifier.
Am I?
Yeah.
This guy's head is going to the
I'm
fucking
only,
moon.
You think so?
7.
Yeah, 18 plus 8.
Wow, that's impressive, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a 32.
What?
That's not
Yep.
possible.
I felt yes, it is.
Yeah,
I
he
felt
did
the
Dark
dark
One's
one's
own
own luck. I rolled a 10, baby, and I also rolled an 18.
Wow.
Yep. Full speed, motherfucker! I lower my chrome dome at him.
Chrome dome.
Yep.
So,
Say
as you are reaching down, and you can just start hearing some of the clicks of his vertebrae as you're trying to lift up, you can hear the footfalls of all of your partners like running towards you, and you're trying to make it as fast as possible. But in that moment, like you just lose a half a second of hesitation because
I heard it was like
you're slightly blinded as this shiny bald spot reflects off of the sun and catches your eye just right off this halfling. And as you look up, you are just pelted right in the kidney by this bald head
fucking human
as you
missile.
fall prone to the side.
He falls prone.
Yeah.
Wow. So what exact? So you got
Huh?
10 plus
Hold on,
18,
hold on.
28.
Memory cards.
Yeah,
memory
plus
cards.
dex, right?
But
Or
how do
no,
you-
plus strength, so 29.
Shooting
It's
too high of a
16
resolution.
card.
Plus strength is just the flat.
What did he say?
Athletics check.
Athletics.
What are you shooting? Just
Yeah.
a flat athletics check. You don't get
Strength
plus
I got
highest,
plus 1.
1080p.
With then yours was lower than that.
You have another SD card, don't you?
Yes, I do.
You want to give
Yeah, then you would only
What
have
size
plus
is it?
5. So
You,
plus
don't,
strength.
you would only have 23 then, Neil.
No, if it's athletics, I have plus 8 to athletics.
3 is part of your proficiency because you're proficient at that.
No.
No.
No, that it.
Oh, wait.
It's
On his character
26,
sheet.
18. 18 my roll plus
8.
8.
Yeah.
It was
26.
athletics, right?
What?
Yeah.
Athletics?
Yeah.
So 29.
Okay, well, you were saying add your proficiency on top of that?
No, I was saying he wouldn't get the proficiency.
Yeah.
Because that's what you said. It was just flat athletics, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's like whatever his athletic
Oh,
Don't matter.
is.
Same result either way, baby.
Yeah.
Dude got speared by a midgie, you know?
What size is it?
Tiny.
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Why do you think is some kind of
Doesn't matter.
It's sad that the smaller
Roughly
one's
a
bigger
third.
than the bigger one.
Shiny.
This is like some Shadowrun shit.
64
He was like
gigs,
this
so-
techie.
Yeah, what's happening right now?
We're
Profession.
slapping
He
it
just
on
rolls
the
Is there
around
anything
with
on
a
your-
64
No.
gig.
Is that a data jack? Is that a cyber deck?
Yep.
Okay, so you know what? Now that we're going to reset that, why don't we just take a break here?
A mini
Ten
break?
minutes.
Oh
dog.
my god. You
Almost
tried to
done.
kill a guy.
10
Yeah,
o'clock?
what are we gonna do with the body?
Yeah, I think it's a
Hands,
perfect
are
place
you
to take a
evil?
break for 10 minutes.
What are you gonna do with the
Have another
body?
drink.
You gonna hide him?
I'm
You gonna
not
feed
gonna
him?
be
You gonna take him to the
evil.
bathroom?
No, we'll knock him
I
out.
like
We
it.
get the fuck out of there with our uniforms. We'll beat them back to the fucking cave before they ever get there.
Stepping away from the table for just a moment, we need to thank those who've helped us bring this episode to life. Our friends at Battle Bards. Battle Bards offers an incredible, vast array of sound, music, and effects to bring your games to life. Their Prime subscription service allows you to stream that content from anywhere, including if you play online. With the Prime service, you not only are able to stream that content, but if you wanted to purchase individual tracks for yourself or for use elsewhere, you get 20% off of all of your purchases on the site. Not only that, they give you access to mixers and soundboards to make the sound and effects that you need. If you go to battlebards.com, enter the promo code LOST to get a little discount off of your subscription. Our need for incredible sound is so vast that we're also helped by our friends at Sirenscape. Sirenscape brings amazing atmosphere and music to your games. With their app, you can set the mood at your table on the fly. Their toolsets allow you to create unique music for your games, and with their vast library, you'll find something for almost any RPG setting. Please find links in the description below to both of these amazing services. By using these links, you help us by showing our partners the support you have for our content. Both of these services provide an amazing level of immersion for your players. Check them both out and find out which is best for you. Or you can go our route and use them both, because they're both unique. Thank you to both BattleBards and Sirenscape for your support. Now, let's get back to the table. So as we had left this, Snot just impacted his chrome dome right into the kidney shot of Insano and knocked him off of the guard, and you are now prone. Well, you both are because you kind of collapsed on the ground as well, but you landed more like on top of this unconscious guard, Snot.
What are you doing? You can't leave any survivors.
Shut the fuck up. Guys, drag him out of here.
Well, to what?
Make yourself useful, you idiot.
Why are we waiting through? Just get him behind the building.
I'm just gonna peer sort of over the wall as to what's happening.
Will you hand me my D6?
And as I
Thank you, sir.
it'll be right at the time where Insano's like going to try and rip his head off. I just see this. I just reach in my bag and I have a half-liter of gin and I just go, oh god, and I just take this swig and just put it back in there. And I'm like, I just kind of hunker back down like, I don't want any part of this.
Well, now we gotta worry about the body. What are we gonna do with him?
I fucking start grabbing one of the. I grab like his pant leg, and I'm like tugging at it like my hardest, but I'm little. You know what I mean? I'm like, fucking help me!
I run up and grab the body, try to lift him up, and start dragging him back to where we had our little meeting.
Okay, but how are we gonna keep him quiet when he comes
He's
to?
knocked out. We'll figure that out. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's easier to just hide a dead body with no head that can't talk somewhere where no one's gonna look for it. He's already limp, Orc. Let's go. Fine. I palm the body with my hand and I just drag him.
Yeah.
Because I don't give a shit anymore. I'm like, fine. I'm fucking thirsty.
It's probably the strong.
Everyone except Dane, because Dane is hiding behind the wall. Give me perception checks with disadvantage.
Jesus Christ! Here we go. Fuck around.
Wow.
Disadvantage.
11.
11.
3.
8!
4.
So as you're dragging him off,
Rolls
you
are
both
cold,
notice
I think,
that the other guard is slowly starting to make his way down the street.
I turn to JJ. JJ, stay here. Tell him that we got the we got the
It's all
thief.
clear. Situation's clear.
We got the thief, and he's helping me take him to jail. And he'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay.
I walk along with him too.
I'm gonna drag the body into the woods.
You walk along with JJ?
Along the ridge,
Oh.
ridging right here, and try like hiding
got
in some
me.
bushes.
We're gonna run the same scam.
Okay.
All right, I'm leaning up against this building and I'm busting my like I'm winded a little bit, but I'm trying to be nonchalant.
Okay. And so the rest of you have dragged the body
Yeah.
off into the woods?
I'm kind of splitting the difference between the two, like, so,
Are you
like,
following us?
yeah, I'm like watching. I'm watching. Well, I started dragging at it, and then these two those strong boys. Or did you help?
No,
Oh.
he's hiding behind the
I'm
wall.
hiding behind the wall.
Right, and so the strong boys are pulling that guy off into the woods, and I'm just kind of keeping an eye on JJ while I stay low.
So where I'm thinking, I wanted the body at least was on this side of the wall, like right by these bushes.
But that wasn't the plan.
Okay.
I'm
So the
taking him
guard.
Deep
this
into
way.
the woods.
Yeah,
They walked
Deep
past
in
me.
the
guards.
right?
Okay.
They walked past me.
Yeah, you could see them kind of walk past you.
My eyes are just focused on what. Yeah, I guess what they're doing, but more specifically what Gerbo's doing and how he's sort of reacting to this whole situation.
So you're kind of making your way over.
I mean, I turn around from the wall and I can see them kind of walk past,
Okay.
and I'm staying where I am, but I'm kind of keeping an eye on
Okay.
them, and more so focused on what Gearbo's doing.
And you're hanging out with JJ?
I'm following along JJ. Yeah, he's got me as a prisoner. Like,
okay.
going to talk
Yeah.
about this.
Okay, so
Okay.
I watched them. I'm
We're on the
focused.
same
I
scale.
thought he was going into the tree.
Okay. All right. So the other guard comes up, and I mean it's basically kind of the spot where all of this took place. And you're just sitting there nervously huffing your vape pen. Wait. Where's George?
George, we got him. George and Jim. They're taking him to jail.
Yeah, listen, don't worry about George, all right? This guy here thinks that I took the bread. And I tried to tell him I didn't take the bread. That's why I'm here, free and clear. Glove doesn't fit, I'm free. Can't remember what I said! I don't remember!
I still think he's crazy, but you know,
So, you said George and Jim were taking the prisoner to jail, but he's right here?
No. The other guy ended up being the thief. This guy, we thought
Yes.
he was, but
Yes.
it turned out he wasn't. So, you know,
It was the other little one.
Okay, both give me deception checks.
Ooh, 15? Well, that was a 15.
22.
You know, I haven't seen you around here before. When did you start? Looking at you, JJ.
It's barely been a week. Feels like 10 years. They got me on tater duty. I'm peeling taters.
Yeah.
I'm lucky. I'm glad to be out here scuffing with the best, you know. Pat him on the back. Be like, this is great.
Tater duty.
Oh, my God.
Tater duty.
Yeah, we've all been in that mess hall duty. I get it. Well, I mean, I don't want to fucking stand up here all by myself.
Yeah, man, get back to your post. Be cool here.
Well, what are you doing with him? And he points to Gearbo.
We're gambling. I pull out a deck of cards, and I'm like,
Oh, I thought he was the... Whatever. And it's like, just... When George gets back, just have him hurry back up there, right?
yeah. He'll be back.
Everything's all clear as I turn to the right to walk into this building. The old bar.
Okay. And the guard, as you're standing there, JJ, you just kind of see him, like, turn about and start making his way back towards the center square.
All right.
As Gear goes to open the door, you bounce off of it. Because the door is locked.
Yeah, the bar.
The guard just kind of gives you this queer look and just kind of looks back at JJ.
Listen, he's kind of, you know, I think he's got a weird smell in him.
Yeah, I stopped caring. And he just turns around and keeps walking.
All right.
I'm staring down at the bottom of the door, and I have this flashback to a little mouse skittering through a hole and crawling into this bar to get intel. And then I'm back to the daytime.
Okay. What are you two doing?
So he's, you know,
Starts
he's
to get
around the
cozy on-
bend out of, like, line of sight. I PUBG peek.
I'm just gonna
He's
start
for the
walking
most
back to
part
the
out
door.
of line of sight. Like, you can kind of still see him in the distance, but he's not paying you any mind.
All right. So then, like,
I'm gonna
what's
walk-
that? I see the, you know, the coast is clear. Wipe the sweat off my brow. I might head back to the, you know, the spot we kind of talked about to disrobe the guard.
Okay.
Go back and attempt to kick the dust around where the scuffle happened. Kind of throw some dry shit over the blood. Dry my feet around a bit.
Yeah, you're real lucky his perception check was so damn low he didn't notice the blood. So, what are the rest of you doing hauling this body back?
When we get to the clearing, I start to disrobe the guy and steal his uniform.
Okay.
as well as like any belt pouches or anything he has.
I'm gonna take any weapons that the soldiers got.
It's trying to get in on that looting.
So,
It's
yeah, give me an investigation check as you're going through his body.
16.
Okay. As you are going through, you do see, like, he has a quiver full of bolts for his crossbow, the crossbow itself. He has a decent, like, metal helm. But aside from that, there's some, like, light chainmail underneath his leather. And you rough through his pockets, and you don't see much aside from, like, a few, like, simple snacks, and 4 electrum and 1 platinum piece.
I pocket the electrum and platinum and the crossbow bolts. How many are there?
There are 15.
And then noticing that I'm with the guy who just tried to murder him, I quickly take out my rope, tie the guy's hands behind his back around a tree.
The one who's unconscious or Insano?
The one who's unconscious.
This is the guy I wouldn't worry.
Okay.
Oh, thanks for doing that. I was about to ask you for some rope. Let me
No
get his,
problem.
Let me get his chainmail off.
Guys, we're clear. The guard came, but I dissolved that pretty, with no problems. We're good.
Nice work, JJ.
I'm glad you had help.
Help.
Yeah.
I
was he
stroll
good
up
with you?
behind him and
Care
I say the kid's a hell of a liar. He really is. Impressive.
I learned a thing or two from you.
Well done, son.
I'm gonna get up past him and attempt to climb up a tree again. Yeah.
Okay. Let's say, since you successfully did it before, you understand how to climb these trees.
I'm just kind of observing.
I'm gonna. Now that I see, they've kind of got things under control here. I'm gonna kind of keep watch.
Okay.
Let's try to stay hidden.
Okay. Give me a perception check when you're doing that. What are the rest of you doing? You have now... He is basically sitting there, basically just in his trousers. Tied to
Are
a
you
tree.
wearing? Did you out? You said you.
I have it off. I don't have it on.
Okay.
20 with mods.
Do we have any extra cloth to put over his mouth before he starts yelling?
Do I hear that?
Yeah. I mean, you're not that far from them.
Okay. I reach in my bag. I've got, lots of, I'm a well-dressed man. I've got a pretty good wardrobe. I pull out my most worn shirt.
Okay.
And I... Here, this should do the trick.
Thank you. I cover the guy's mouth up completely, not like a bit, but like a complete mouth covering.
Okay, give me a medicine check while you do that.
Okay.
Like that.
I go back to watching.
Wow. 3.
Okay.
Just tries to
Great, yeah.
smush it all over his face.
He's like
He
he's
wakes
like a little
up
bit
and
up here,
bites your hand.
a little bit down on his neck.
Instead, you
Okay.
suffocate him to death.
That's the goal. Not really, but
Okay, so
it's not anymore.
Well, this is a crime. We better leave the scene of it. You guys dig?
So
Yeah, we gotta go now.
I turn to Grizzle and I say, "So you're the only one that fits, kind of. What's the plan now? We still only have one helmet, yeah?
Yep.
So are you gonna go into the mine together? Both of you are, or what are we gonna do about that? And what are we looking for even in the mine? I don't even remember what we're doing anymore.
They thought he was a rookie. You can say the idiot lost it.
That's true. Okay.
It's fine. What we might need is a distraction, though. Well, first we should probably get some recon on the mine, see what we're dealing with.
Let's just go there and we'll fucking figure this shit out.
No, we can create some distractions in town that'll draw more guards out of the mine. if
They're
we need
already looking for us.
to. No, they're not. They don't even know anything happened.
We had wanted posters up.
Okay, if you were listening when I told you earlier, I destroyed the other
You
wanted
destroyed the one,
post
yeah.
And the orc snaps like this.
You hear?
Yeah.
If you heard me earlier...
You heard? So, no, nobody's looking for us. They don't know we exist anymore.
Because we got rid of one poster?
I didn't see anything else that would indicate that we had anything to do with anything in this town.
So whoever put that poster up's just gonna forget. They're gonna be like, what the fuck did I put up the other day?
The poster's quite old.
They were really old. That
This thing
poster
just literally
was in-
disintegrated almost in my hand.
It was in the back of.
need
Were you there for that?
No,
leave.
it wasn't.
It was in the back of like
Hello,
5, like this whole.
guys. What are we doing here?
We're getting some recon on the mine.
Next to the unconscious guard, he's gonna wake up any second.
That's why we should have ripped that off.
Let's go. Where are we going?
Tell them mine.
Garibald, you told us about this like super cool hideout.
Well, I thought
Take us there.
we're at the tree line now. We need to wait till nightfall. And I'm looking at Grizz for some kind of like, we need to wait for nightfall.
He's gonna wake up.
I think we need to leave. Grizzle's like gathering leaves and kind of throwing it over the body as best he can to
I'm
hide
like
it.
kicking dirt at it. Time to fucking go, okay?
Perfectly good blood going to waste.
How many teeth is he missing? The guard.
The guard?
Yeah. Did he lose any on the like face plant?
What?
I would say just 2 front ones.
Yeah.
Can I?
Like they're not gone, but you can see him like dangling by skin.
Can I like lean in?
At least you could before he was.
Yeah.
His face was covered.
I'm trying to look at Insano and kind of look at him and give him the go-ahead, like, can I help him give another shot at just killing this guy right now? 'Cause everyone else is pussing out and I'm falling back into his line. Let's kill him and move on. Drag his body.
We can leave it in.
I'm not trying to say this to the group, though. I'm trying to say this all just through a look at Insano. You understand what I'm saying?
Just licking my chops like,
Give me an insight check.
Finish this guy. Like, go for it, bud.
19.
You can read all of that just from a look.
I'm up in the trees just staring at him intently until you realize that you're being stared at.
I I look at Gearball and I draw my eyes down to the top of the guy's head. I make the nod at Gearball. Like, inferring back, jump on his head,
You want me to
finish
do it?
him off.
Alright.
Like
Like you fell from the tree.
Are we noticing him, looking at him, looking at that?
That's a
looking
lot
at
to
him?
I'm not moving my head around, I'm just
communicate
like-
with a wink or whatever you want.
Hey, I understood what he was telling me perfectly, so it's not a big deal to me.
Give me a stealth check.
Oh, Jesus. This is where it all goes wrong, boys.
Remember, you get plus 10 to that. 'Cause I think that's still active.
So, 17.
The idea
Does
because
anybody's passive perception
Oh,
higher than that?
no way.
no.
17.
The reason being is 'cause I'm not just gonna kill that dude just to kill him to shut him up.
Right.
At least so I don't want any part of that.
Right.
If
So ultimately, you can't see like this correspondence happening. Is what that means.
okay.
Now, if he starts to act, you might be able to do something.
Okay.
I would you say he's close enough under the tree to me? I mean, am I making a big jump here, or is this going to be as simple as I can see the back of his neck? He's been mortally wounded by this fucking mind blast crit. Like, I'm sure there's blood coming out of this guy's ears.
Yeah, he's not looking great.
So, I mean, I just want to go for a subtle, quick neck snap. It doesn't have to be big. Just
You
just
need to
a
make
pick damage.
you
Just
need
a
to make-
hamstring.
You just need to make the fall
Just
look
a
like
hamstring.
You're basically just like trying to land on his head the proper
Just
way to
finish
just snap
him.
it.
No blood. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just finish this and move on. Be adults. Everyone's dead.
Another
Okay.
murder
You're
on
gonna,
our
you're gonna roll
fucking
2 things for me.
hands.
He already killed
First,
the guy.
make an attack roll, but you're doing it with advantage because he's sitting there.
Completely.
15 plus 8
Yes.
for unarmed
Now give me a stealth check.
with advantage.
Well, plus 10.
Plus 10.
Because you're within range
Yeah,
of
you're plus
Matt's
10.
aura.
I don't know
So it's
what
just a
that means.
standard.
Well, not 1, so 11.
So
Oh.
as Gearbo starts to move, you can hear branches snapping that draws your attention up as you see him leap down, and he's leaping straight towards the guard.
I cast Tasha's hideous laughter at him.
So
He's
he's
gonna
gonna,
Okay.
nuts again.
so he's gonna laugh while falling onto the guard.
Yeah, I'm already midair, bro. What is going on here?
That seems a
I'll
little...
tell you right now, I don't think that's going to do anything except make him laugh as he's falling down.
But let's see here.
Actually, I'm midair right now.
Yeah,
he's
he's-
just allowing the
he's-
This is like a
midair,
levitate
basically.
spell or
He's
something.
allowing the trap card here. This is not some.
You played
Gotta
my
be
trap
quick.
card.
Anybody? 5,
I mean, I don't.
4,
I just see it. There's
3,
not gonna be able to do anything.
2,
About it.
No, he must make a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, become incapacitated.
While he's falling?
It's a magic spell. I mean, what?
Make me go limp, I guess.
So he can go prone in the air and still land on the
become
sky.
incapacitated, right? Like
But he's still going to land.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like as soon as he were to like technically land, I would say
Sure.
all that probably happens.
Yeah. I don't have like a forced push or anything, but
I'm standing right next to the guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I just kind of push him out of the way? I guess he's
Is he
coming
tied
down.
to
Just
a tree?
He's tied to a
Oh,
tree.
no,
Garbo.
push
No.
Garbo out of the way as he's coming down.
in
Just like,
midair.
wait. No.
Make a roll on that.
Yeah, you are gonna have
Save
to
this
roll. I'm
guy's
just trying to
life.
think of what you're gonna have to roll.
Jesus.
Give me a
I don't want this
Yeah.
guy
Yeah.
dead. Why do I
dexterity
want this
check.
guy dead so bad?
Oh, no.
Let him talk. I'll fight the town. You
17.
want to fight the town with me?
17, and I think your attack
yeah,
roll
we'll fight him.
was
We don't gotta kill
19 something.
Well, yeah, we just fight the town.
Oh, yeah. It was 15
These
plus
idiot
8 or
guards.
something.
Yeah.
ridiculous.
So as Garbo comes down,
Bunch of fat guards
you
wanna
give him a
fight us.
shove. Like you're just prepared for this as you see it and try to push him out of the way. You connect with Garbo, but your
It's like
force
in
is
the
a
movie
little
when the
too
sheriff
late because
was,
as he
5'6",
lands, you can just hear
weighs
this
350
crunch,
pounds, and he's the sheriff.
and you shove him aside. So not all of his weight bears, but just enough
enough.
to land. So what I need from you is you get an unarmed strike, but it's an automatic crit because he's unconscious.
Okay, so we're just going for damage here, just for funsies? I mean, it's,
Oh, actually, that's not necessary because he already failed a death saving throw, and when you hit,
There'll be 2
there'll
more.
be 2 more because it's a crit automatically.
Yep.
So if you just want to know what the damage is, you can roll it. Otherwise,
it would have been like another 10 damage, so yeah, he's dead.
he's dead.
He's dead, Jim. Deal with it.
As you just shove Garbo and he lands prone on the ground next to him.
I just got the biggest smile on my face, and I pick Garbo back up like, attaboy.
Picking him up, and I just say, somebody deal with this.
You guys.
Do your blood thing up in the woods. Let's go.
What's your alignment?
Alignment? Chaotic neutral.
That's kind of chaotic.
It's a little evil. It's not very neutral.
I mean, you're chaotic good, aren't you?
I'm chaotic neutral on the last
Yeah,
one.
you
Oh, you're chaotic
downgraded
neutral,
it.
that's right.
just killed an unconscious person
Not
tied
that
to a
far off,
tree.
that's pretty-
I'm
Don't think that's new.
I'm walking.
We're wrapping
up loose ends.
I'm walking this
You're
way.
getting
sloppy.
But the problem is, like, overall, they do good things as well to a certain extent.
I fall to my knees
I'm doing what I think is better for the group
and I start
as a whole.
praying to Paler and Broncala.
Both of them?
Oh yeah, I'm a. Yeah,
Praying to every god he's got.
that's right. The god
Jeebus
of
Alabuda.
Since when did
life
you
and
even,
death.
when have you been praying to Paler?
It's god of light, right?
Yep.
This is a seems like a cool guy.
Okay.
Yeah, after
Light.
that time, trying to burn us in his name. No big deal.
Our Father, Paler,
Mac and cheese, hot dogs.
may his soul eternally thrive in Valhalla.
We're just mixing all wars in here.
May he have many wives, many virgins.
Oh my god.
Amen.
yeah, whatever.
Okay.
I close his eyes.
At this point, it's about noon.
We need to untie this guy and get him
No.
in, like, because
Because you were
Keep
trying
him
to
hidden.
bury him with leaves. Give me a survival check.
The
for
shallowest of graves.
Very. He's still above ground.
17.
that. You do a pretty darn good job. He almost looks just like a bush sitting there right now.
Just a happy little bush right there. Happy little bush.
Right next to that happy little tree. The happy little gnome.
I just like shake my head, sigh, and
George
I just like, I
deserves
stand up and follow Snot.
a proper burial.
I mean, I already walked towards the road away from that. I didn't see any of that. As soon as they killed him, I just left.
Well, I think since we got the outfits, let's go get some recon on the mine.
So
You two can go in, basically.
Everybody's just kind of bailing on me.
Yep.
I'm like looking around. Like,
I don't want.
I'm not paying
I don't
this
want
guy.
any
I'm
part of that.
disgusted. I am visibly disgusted by
Grow
the
up.
behavior I've seen.
Grow up. People die every day.
I thought you wanted to fight the dark.
Am I?
This is for
He
the
is
am
the
I?
darkness.
This
Am
is
I
for the
able
good
to
of our.
Am I able to see that he's visually disgusted?
Yeah, we're right there.
But I walked.
You're on the
I walked
road.
away.
No, because they're still in the forest.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, if you walked like immediately away.
As soon as I realized that they killed him, I just turned around back to the group and walked towards.
Yeah,
the
I
group.
kind of hung for a bit, and then I like.
You killed him good, Bert.
Yeah.
And you're where now?
I'm heading back towards you. Wherever
You're
you're
heading back towards me.
Yep.
So if he's walking towards me, as you approach, I have the bottle of gin in my hand. I had a half liter of gin in my hand.
I saw a fucking
I
stroll
already,
by.
well, I already have that. I have it in my hand. And so what, you just walk up next to me?
Yeah. I'd like to reach right up for it as I'm walking.
How tall are
You're
you?
not that far off in height.
How tall are you?
Oh, that's right. I'm like 3'9".
I'm 4'6".
Okay. So yeah.
So I
like-
just kind of
Pretty much.
just.
I'm gonna take a drink. I'm like, it's fucking dark, man.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
I turn to Grizzles. We get back to the group. All right. Well, if we got 2 people with guard suits, you can pretty much have free reign and recon of the place. So act like a normal guard. I've got some plans for how we can get back in there later at night with less guards.
Wouldn't there be more guards there if that's where they sleep?
Not if we cause a distraction in town. All we need to do is find a building that's empty that doesn't have anybody living in adjacent to it. Set it on fire. All the guards are going to come and have to put it out, right?
I suppose.
Draw them out of the mine and enter it ourselves.
Do you remember how far away the mine is?
No.
So we're adding arson to our list of.
Exactly what I was
Right.
thinking.
Would you rather kill more guards or less guards?
Oh, this
Let's
sounds
just
great.
burn the whole fucking village to the ground.
Let's all fight the darkness.
We'll just burn the whole planet right to the ground.
I'm trying to save some lives here and make it easier for us to get into the mine.
Save, yeah. Okay.
Save lives.
Save lives.
Yeah?
We heard it.
Yeah.
You heard it.
Fake
Did you
news.
hear it?
I'm starting to walk away from the group. Is there a ridge line here along the trees? I'm trying to stay in the tree line, just parallel here.
Yeah.
Still on infiltrate mode. These guys are crying about a dead bad guy.
We're walking to the mine, right? We're on our way.
Yep.
Let's go.
I intend to stay behind until everybody's kind of left. To do something quickly and then catch up.
Okay. So I would say that are the rest of you trying to make your way to the mine?
Yeah.
Who remembers where the mine is?
Ooh, I call Dad.
I do not.
My geography of the area is pretty
Don't feel bad. You've never been there.
I'm pretty certain it was south and east of the actual town. From what I remember on map, not my character. My character knows that, but oh Jesus!
Wasn't it?
Didn't they tell us
Who
where
is
it was?
that?
It was me.
Oh my God!
Sorry, that was me. I'll
I'm a stealth shitter, this guy.
if I recall right, it was east.
JJ been here?
Maybe a little bit northeast.
And it was south for sure, and a little east.
You were a dragon when you were here last.
Was I?
So you both, as you're discussing this, remember it is east.
Yeah.
But northeast or southeast?
It's northeast.
Southeast.
What do you know?
What do you know?
We found you in the mine.
Yes, I've been there guarding it.
To it. Okay.
When?
When we went to the mine and found you
When you would remember
in the
where you were.
mine.
I wasn't
Well,
there.
400 years ago when we
Funny, yeah.
entered it.
Mine still hasn't changed locations.
Do I have a map on me?
No, it is southeast.
I thought I was south of town, south and east.
Do you have the map on you? I don't remember if you actually do.
Does he have a map?
Check the journal. JJ's never been there.
I yelled at Garibone.
If anything, I will let you guys roll history checks.
I was there.
will.
You were in it.
Yeah.
You and I were
So
both.
you
in
would
it.
have known. No. We don't know how he originally got in the mine.
Right, but he was there.
But
He
there's
knew where
only
it was.
one. Is there? Like we don't know if there's only one entrance or not.
He was just in the
He may
dark.
know how he got in, but not the way that we would have known.
Right.
Yeah.
Inception.
So, however you got in,
So let's see if the top falls or not. Let's roll some history checks.
All right.
And Sano, you will get yours with advantage.
Sweet.
Nat 20 that.
Seriously, Dodie?
9.
But it's with -1, so 19.
Okay.
But snap
Am
one.
I rolling history?
History.
Got that good 3 out of the way.
Had to roll that on the history check.
Anyhow, you recall that, yes, it is southeast.
Okay. So I'm
All
leading
that
the way.
drama.
Let's go,
All the
JJ.
drama. Magically, I know exactly where the mine is. Please follow me.
I follow him.
Okay.
Sounds good, dude.
Oh, that narrative.
I've taken
I
another
mean, he
sip
is
of
a
that
dwarf.
sweet, sweet gin.
Yeah.
So as you guys start making your way and you start leading behind, or following Dane,
Who's carrying the body?
JJ takes a moment.
Nobody. We left that dead
With the
fucking
body?
corpse. We left it
Nobody-
tied
Just
to a
behind.
goddamn tree.
No, I'm waiting for everybody to kind of like move along, and I want to do something hopefully unnoticed, and then catch up.
Where's
I'm
Dane?
usually last in the pack, so
I'm right here.
I might notice if he's not in.
But
the
we're going to be
Right.
going southeast, so we're going to be going this way. Back up where past it, I guess. Right?
Yeah. I would say you have the moment to yourself.
Okay.
Like, you realize JJ's back there, like, you still have a visual sightline of him, so you're not too concerned. Like, there's just a quick exchange where it's kind of like, I'll be right there. Sure. So you just keep meandering on. What are you doing?
All right.
Or do you want everybody else to leave?
No, I need to be able to see where they go to catch up. But
Well, ironically enough, we took off this way, and then I remembered where the mine was, and we're going to be going back sort of past you at some point. Because we have to go southeast, so we have to go this way.
okay, so go that way.
So we're meandering, back this way.
Isn't that east?
I assume the town was north, east, west, south.
Yeah, I think is there a compass somewhere?
Is there a compass over your stuff,
It's
Cody?
over there.
There's what's that?
Yeah.
It is
You're
this
right.
way.
Okay.
So that is south.
Yep, that's
And
up
east would be that way.
That way.
That
This
way.
way.
Oh yeah, I'm upside down. Okay.
Okay.
So we have to
So
go
what
back
are you
down.
doing, JJ?
All right, I remove the piece of cloth that was over his mouth, and I tie it to a branch, so it's visible. Kind of. I want somebody to be able to like notice it,
Okay.
and then I catch it.
Okay. As you kind of, like, not necessarily jog, but more like mall speed walking your way back up there, you slowly catch up to the rest of the group.
All right, and I change back into JJ,
Okay.
undisguised.
You're no longer Curtis.
So you're like slowly like ripping clothes off as you're like walking.
I mean, I just kind of put it over my. Well, did I? Well, is
But
that?
you- Oh, you kind of just put it over what you have, so you're just taking it off as you
Yeah,
walk.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So you guys are making your way, meandering down to where you recall Wayback Mine to be. You also recall you needed a certain stone to be able to find the entrance.
Are there any like decomposed sheep in the area you could find?
No, surprisingly.
Oh, darn.
It'll really make it 5 years. But anything you want to do on your travels, or do you just want to travel there?
Is that in?
I'm just looking for the entrance.
Okay. So after you travel for what is probably close to about 4 hours on foot, you come to where you recall, Dane, the entrance to be. And you remember needing a seer stone to be able to find the actual entrance. As you come up, the area where you thought there was like bushes and rocks where the passage was hidden, you just see rubble. This isn't something that needs to be hidden. This has obviously been collapsed.
Okay. And I go, ta-da.
Oh my god, that's perfect. Tony, that was awesome.
What do you... Wait, this is it?
Yeah, it's in there.
Under there?
Yeah, it's in there.
Huh. Well, I don't remember that being like that last time I
Yeah,
was here.
wasn't there like a portal we went through or something?
Nope. We walked right into the cave after we watched our friend get stabbed in the ear as a sheep.
Oh, that sounds painful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ulfgar was dead by that time. Was that Dane? That was the hell? Oh, shit.
Wolfgar died early.
Ulfgar's deep, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, if I remember, we had a blacksmithing section in the mine. It would stand to reason there's a waterway going to the mine somewhere for that to happen.
I know that this is where we just walked into the mine,
Sure.
and we went a little bit into the mine. There was like a little, like, kind of mini camp, and then we had to go down.
Okay.
That's
We
what
didn't
I
come
remember.
out where we came in,
Yeah, you did.
did we?
Yep.
Oh, we did. Yep, that's right. We
So,
backtracked.
does this look like a collapsed entrance? Or...
Correct.
I walk up and I touch the rubble a little bit. You feel pretty stable, or?
Yep, it does. It feels like it's been there for a while. Like, it's not fresh, but this hasn't been here like millennia by any means.
Is the rubble, is it just like humongous rocks that look like they can't be moved?
It would be very difficult to.
Oh, Dana's gonna start picking up rocks.
Oh,
You'd be picking up Chryslers and trying to throw them around.
I say, well, good thing we killed that guy, you know?
yeah, it is a good thing we killed that guy. I look over at Grizzle. What about if you guys walk back into town and wait for a patrol to come back in and say, hey, we need to get it back to the mine to get to our barracks?
By the way, what you did say before, you do remember there being a body of water in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I agree with that. I could try and find the water. There was definitely a water-powered wheel down there.
We can certainly wander around, see if we can find a river or a creek or something that's going
Do
through
I
it.
see a creek in nearby?
Uh,
Down the hill, I mean, where we're at here?
Give me a nature check.
I turn to Grizzle and ask the same thing. Where do you think a natural
11.
spring would be around here
11.
somewhere?
Do you want to help him look?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Nature? The nature boy?
Wow. Give us a
Get right to it.
14.
So you recall in like the past few hours of traveling that you did see some small creek beds. I mean, nothing that most people would call a creek, but your ranger eyes know that this is probably just a small stem of what a creek is. So you realize there probably has to be a larger water source around, but you're not 100% positive where. And as you look, like this cave or mine that once was is definitely in the side of a mountain. So you're at the base of it, but it might take some time to start meandering your way around it.
Well, I see where some water was. I kind of mentioned. Motion to the creek bed. But I don't know where the body of water you're talking about is. What's it?
Follow it east. Whether the water's there or not, the entrance for the water should still be there.
What sort of foliage or like plants are in this immediate area? Is it wooded?
It is wooded for the most part, but not as wooded as you remember.
Right.
Yeah, JJ was there. Right?
Yeah, I was there.
It's actually slightly more cleared out than what you recall. You see a lot more tree stumps around you.
Okay.
So obviously at one point in time, there probably was some type of production that had happened here post your visit here. But it looks as though like the grass is starting to grow back. Like this has been like this for a little while now.
The only other idea we've got is we have to wait for the patrol to come by or send those two with guard outfits back into town to follow somebody out back to the mine and see where their entrance is. Which may be of value. Maybe we can find another way in and sneak around.
Are there like roads? Like old roads where they like took the stumps Or the trees?
Your nature check was high enough. I would say when you were looking through, you could see some old like logging paths. They were fairly narrow though, and most people might just say it's like a deer path that's been really overused. But you know how animals travel, and that was man for certain. And you have seen them mainly go off back towards kind of the direction of town. Like you kind of actually stayed on that path for the most part to get up here because it was just easier way through the brush. But you see one go a little bit further south as well, but it's not nearly as beaten in.
I found a trail that heads a little further south. Do you think we should follow it?
It's worth a shot. I think you two with the outfits need to be on the road well in front of us.
A whole lot better than murder.
I'm
Did Grizzle not see some kind of water like where there used to be?
No, he saw like, so imagine like, I know you've probably seen this where if you walk through a wood,
Like a washout area?
not even necessarily washout, like a little bit of a washout, yeah, where then it's like you have this much of a stream, like that's it. But obviously that leads to something. It's not like a full-on stream where you really have to jump over it, like you don't have to take 2 seconds of thought to just step over the damn thing.
But it's still going somewhere.
Right.
Garble wants to follow it
I'll follow with Garble for a little bit.
towards the direction of the
I
where
think
the mine would be based on the entrance that we were at.
I think the two of you with
That's the
outfits on
east.
need to stay together and go down. Snot and Dane, I think you guys can hold tight here. Maybe hide in the bushes or trees or something in case so you don't get spotted by patrols in the area.
whoa, hold on.
What?
As I like find a tree that's centrally located between like this collapsed entrance and like paths,
Okay.
as I press my ear against the bark
Mm-hmm.
What?
and put one of my hands on it,
Mm-hmm.
and I cast Speak with Plants.
I was waiting for this.
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
Damn it.
what
Which
is that?
allows me
To speak with
I
plants.
imbue plants
Make them all grow 10 feet in
within 30
Doesn't
feet
matter.
of you. Limited sentience and animation, giving them the ability to communicate with you, and follow your simple commands. You can question plants about events in the spell's area within the past day, gaining information about creatures that have passed, weather, and other circumstances.
Within the past day?
I mean, it's something. Sure. So I
I like it.
hello.
It's a birch tree.
It's a birch tree.
Yep.
Okay.
Lame.
I'm waiting for a response.
I love
I
this.
wasn't ready for that, apparently.
What the fuck does it
What's a birch tree sound like?
Just do that big tree end thing from Lord of the Rings.
I was kind of always thinking about that. Just words.
I am drum roar.
Are you speaking whale?
I don't know. Just go. Have there been any humans nearby?
Yes.
Before us.
Oh. Let me think.
What wonderful bark you have.
Oh, sorry, I nodded off.
Oh, yes. We were talking
Did you say knotted off?
about humans.
Tree puns.
Or other humanoids that passed through before us. Do you know?
Yes.
Where did they head?
Downhill.
Thank you. What was your name again?
Why are you talking so slow?
I am. You know, I can talk normal. It's cool. Thank you. As I
Bug it.
I don't know. I just kind of back off. I tip my hat, my lady. And I'm like, can anybody else hear
No,
this?
No, you look
that's
like a
just
nut.
you.
Okay.
You look like a crazy person
All right,
talking to
You
a
just
tree.
spoke to a tree.
So I'm like, all right, guys.
I'm just like,
You might not know this, but I can talk with plants.
okay.
And this guy, this one nice tree, I'm gonna call him Bert the Birch, and he said that 2 humans went downhill.
Okay. I thought Garbo had gone insane. I think you beat him there.
Listen, you might not
I'm just
understand.
I'm just gonna say I believe him, and I say where, remembering that he made the entire field grow and root all those things in place,
Including us.
including us. So when he talked to a tree, I believe him.
Let's do it. Okay,
So wait, all right. So downhill. Is that anywhere near any like water sources or creeks or whatever?
You've talked to a few plants before.
Okay, yeah.
You understand that most of them feel like going south is like going downhill.
Going so. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Play into that end thing real hard.
Okay.
It was like going south. Feels like I'm going downhill.
So, unless you guys have a better idea, can you talk with plants? No, let's go.
All I'm saying is the 2 guys with the guard outfits should probably go well in advance.
Fall in line or fall behind.
I'm
Let's
gonna,
go.
I'm gonna go with Garbo and we can find this other water source and meet back here, like in an hour or 2 or something.
Our fates will surely align. Let's talk. Let's go.
I think all of us in 2 guards and outfits is gonna look rather strange going down the road. Especially if we get caught by other patrols.
So
Yeah,
it's not
what's
like a
worse
road
that
as much
happens
as it is like literally think of like a deer path.
Yeah, a little shitty trail.
Split up. Let's go.
It's well worn if you can tell it was.
What's the worst that can happen? We just murder more people.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of crouched down and sort of laying back, sneaky like, but eating bread.
You're half a roll.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like shaking my head, you know, a little appalled. Still appalled.
Okay.
I'm like, whatever, man.
What's marching order?
I'm heading east. It sounded like in Sana. Well, I'm imagining that's where the water's going. I don't know. Where's the water going? I'm following it. And it's almost behind me.
Like, the problem is you can't just follow the stream because from time to time it simply dips underground.
Okay. Well,
While they were doing all that stuff,
sounds like we're headed southeast then.
I've probably had like 4 or 5 shots from my gin bottle. So I'm a little tipsy, so I'm just kind of falling in line. I'm just kind of following.
You get extra -1 to stealth.
I'm just
Alright.
I'm just kind of going with the flow, and we're chilling.
So you're basically following JJ at this point, or?
These 2 are out in front. I'm lagging way behind, kind of like.
I mean, I don't necessarily want to be in front. I'm
like
just
Overwatch, you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Except they're
So
not
as
short
you
as one,
are
so
following
Overwatch.
JJ south, you have been walking for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
Do you want to continue?
I mean,
I think so.
have we come across anything that would lead us to believe otherwise that we're not going in the right direction?
When can you speak with plants?
It's only for 30 feet from where I originally cast the spell.
Oh.
No. You still kind of see like this really light path
Oh,
that you're
yeah?
kind of following.
Well, it does only. The duration is 10 minutes.
Right.
We said
30
we
feet.
walk for
About half an hour.
30
Yeah.
minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
So
So unless there is no turning back, you'll continue?
Sure.
For about another 30 minutes as you like slowly make your way around this mountainside. Like the mountains aren't anything like terribly steep by any means, but not really something you want to take the effort to try to climb over or around. Climb over. So as you're slowly making your way through this wood, you notice a fairly steep drop off all of a sudden. And as you get to it, you kind of peer over and you can see down about, I don't know, I'd say 200 yards from where you're currently at on the top of this like small hill as you're making your way around the mountain. What looks like a little inlet. You can see what is obviously a source of light. What looks like a cavern entrance, but also what looks like fencing around it. Nothing too terribly high, but it looks ramshackled. I can play the game for you guys. Gotta keep going.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it like super steep so we can't make our way down?
You can make your way down. Like it's not. I mean, for the most of this, it's just been kind of a gradual path. I mean, think more Anderson Hill, if you remember that.
Wow.
So not super steep, but it's
It would be difficult to climb back up.
steep enough.
It would be difficult to climb back up.
You'd be a little slow getting back up.
Sure.
If it was icy.
If it was icy.
So I put on my guard's uniform, say, wait here, I'll go check it out.
Do you want JJ with you?
Not right now.
No.
Okay.
Because when I move alone, I have stealthily at a normal pace. So I'm going to walk up as stealthily as possible, but not look like I'm just kind of casually walking up.
Act casual, not
Jason Bourne.
And then I just kind of peer over. You said it was like a wall.
So like when you think of the wall, think of it more. So you see wooden posts and wooden beams attached to it, and they're almost made up like walls.
Okay.
But they're probably only about a little over waist high for you. And as you approach, you can see some of it carved out, and you can see the word danger in the side of it. But as you are getting closer, you notice a guard leaning against basically this large cavern structure and some of the wood there, and just kind of sitting on a crate. With just his pole arm just kind of like resting beside him. Obviously bored.
So wait, who's all? Is Insano and Garbo still with us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We're all together. He told us to stay here. So I
Right,
assume that
right.
we're all just kind of observing him approach
Yeah,
this
but
gate. Is that kind of
Yeah, kind of like
scene?
from the top of the hill, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Do we see
So,
him?
so as you think about how it's written up, is like you have like these placards of these wooden posts. One of them is against like a cave wall, like the exterior of it, and then it almost like makes a walkway inside.
And the guard's just outside of like the cave mouth.
Basically, yes.
I turn to
Nice.
Snot. And say, "Does this look familiar to you?" As I like point towards the entrance to the cave.
Is this where I came in? No. Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Do you see Matt? Or do you see Grizzle seeing the guard? What do my elven eyes see?
Give me a perception check.
Non-nat 20. Rather.
Okay. Modified 20.
Modified. Thank you.
You can see him like certainly kind of like giving a nod, kind of as this person is kind of now kind of locked eyes with you as you're moving closer. So you can tell he's interacting with somebody, but you don't know entirely who.
I'll say to the group, it looks like he sees somebody. Or something.
What are you doing, Grizzle?
I kind of walk up to the guard, stretching. He's like, how's it going?
You know, they don't want to listen, and I finally got my post out here, so at least I get some fresh air. That's kind of nice.
Tell me about it. Just went for a quick walk around. Did you ever get relieved out here? Is this post I could assign myself to sometime? I'm kind of nonchalantly rummaging through my bag,
Well,
looking for my lunch.
yeah, we all go in shifts. What are you new?
New here, yeah. I was just got at the church in Lyric. That's my old post.
What did you do to get sent here?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Politics. I take out my little preserves and start eating it. It's kind of brushing off the question.
Okay.
What's that, is there a town over there? Is that smoke I see in the distance? I'm pointing to the south.
What? And he kind of like steps up a little bit and starts walking his way like closer towards you to try to get an eye for it.
Does he, like, look to the south?
By the way, give me a deception check on that.
That'd be 9.
Oh man.
Okay. Alright. Is there a town over there? Oh, there's no town.
I just kind of shrug and keep eating, kind of wander around.
Oh, that smoke's an obvious concern, huh?
Not really.
Alright.
I'm trying to get, like, out of sight of him. Not so, like, he's just like, what is this guy doing? So I can kind of wave everybody in.
So when you're down there, like, here's maybe an entrance, like you have, like, some of these barricades that are set up like this as you're kind of, like, trying to walk in.
Oh, I'm not trying to walk in. I'm walking, like, outside.
Right, but he's kind of posted up, like, right here.
Oh, okay.
So when you think about this, it's almost like this large bowl down there. So if you were to, you can kind of go this way, but you're going to get completely away from the entrance.
Okay.
So if you want to try to remove him, you kind of have to draw him out.
Can I still see him?
I was gonna say, are we able to see this interact? Like, we obviously
You're able
can't
to see
hear him.
You can't hear
But
him.
we can see this weird interaction of him, like, eating a sandwich and then looking and then just kind of, like, we can see all
Yeah,
this.
you can see
Okay.
it. So you basically, it looks like he might be talking to somebody, but it mainly looks like he's taking a lunch break.
He's eating a sandwich.
Dane picks up a rock. How far away are we?
About 200 yards.
Dane picks up a rock.
Okay.
Yards or feet?
Yards.
Yards.
Right.
So I take a big bite of my sandwich. How did you, get posted out here to this mine?
Because I know how to keep my mouth shut.
Oh, I kind of, like, chuckle and and I drop to my knees and drop my sandwich.
Not the sandwich, no!
Pretend like I'm choking on the ground.
Not pretending you're having a seizure.
Not a
I take a big bite of my sandwich and I fake a seizure.
Make a deception check again.
Okay, so I'm like,
solid strat.
But by the way,
yeah.
the rest of you sitting up there see Grizzle suddenly convulsing.
Yeah, I'm getting.
And it looks like he's being pained.
Kind of slide down the hill.
Yeah,
17.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Like a surfboard?
Shouldn't be a problem for that guy.
It's not ill. It is a 23.
That'll work.
So as you look around real quick, being as small as you are, you just quick run up to a tree. You just grab your hands around it and tear off a giant piece of bark. As you do, you flip it over to the smooth side, and you jump onto it, and you start sliding down the hill as fast as you can.
Nice.
Epic.
Like
Well, as the
blown.
guard makes his way over to you,
It's like, I'm gonna like keep everybody else here.
as he does, hey, are you okay?
I kind of, like, motion for the Heimlich. Like, can you...
Oh, yeah, sure. And he's going to start coming around. Hold on a second. Roll me a stealth check with disadvantage because you were sliding down a fucking hill.
Yes, sir. Okay, so 10.
So as he comes over to grab you, like he just like puts his hand on your shoulder and starts like coming around with his other arm, and he just stops. Wait, the hell is that? As he's looking up the hill, and you can just hear this sound in the background.
Can I ready in action when I?
Sure.
That's okay. I would like to have my staff out and get ready to boom and blade this guy right in the fucking noggin.
Okay.
Just boom, blade.
It's going to take you a few more seconds to get to the bottom of the hill and get in range.
Sliding down the hill like a samurai. And I try to grab the guard and hold him.
Okay, contesting strength checks.
Oh, baby.
Oh, gross.
Hi, gross.
21.
That beats his 5. So
Full Nelson
as he
instantly.
does this and he kind of has a hand, you just quick throw your hand around and grab him and come up behind his head. And basically are just planting it right there. As you look over and you can see snot riding down on a piece of bark as you finally come in range.
Nice.
And you have advantage because he is being held prone.
Oh, advantage. Ah, that 20, baby.
Oh my god.
Roll for damage. Yes. And what does the booming blade do?
That's a
skill.
1d8. Yeah, it's a cantrip. I make a weapon attack as part of it. On a hit, the target suffers the attack's normal effects, and it becomes sheathed in booming energy until the start of your next turn. If the target willingly moves before then, it immediately takes 2d8 thunder damage. And the spell ends. Well, it takes 1d8, but since we're above 5th
Alright,
level,
so
it's 2.
can I like start making my way down the hill while I...
Do we see, obviously, yeah, that's fucking pulled out. Like he's Michelangelo, just like cowabunga, dude.
What is that? 6, 4,
6,
10, 13, 15. Plus 4.
19 points of damage. Does it make an audible sound?
Oh shit. Doesn't say.
I don't know, something called booming, you would think.
Right? I think it's just like thunderous energy, booming energy.
Okay, booming energy, okay. It's
Yeah,
just a
thunder
flavor
damage.
text.
So I want to motion for the rest of everybody else to start skittering.
He
So
was really
as this
hoping that it would
happens-
echo through the whole cave, I'm sure.
You brace yourself, and you still get pushed back 5 feet as he smacks you, or smacks the guard that you're holding on to, right across the head. And you can just see teeth fly out of his mouth as he connects. And you can feel the vibrations in your hand as his head just shakes. And being at the bottom of the hill, you're about to hit the wall. Make a dexterity saving throw.
What is that?
17.
So that would be 21.
Wow.
So quickly, you barrel roll off while still at the same time holding on to the edge of your bark. You throw your bark in the air and it just lands in some grass nearby as you just tumble off to the side.
Do a barrel roll.
Did he kill him? The guard?
No.
Guard's still up and about.
I motion for the rest of us to start going down there.
Yeah, I mean, I
Roll initiative.
alright.
Wow.
Why? Oh my, why?
Sorry, Carl.
Oh, for once the DM has cold dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually it's Eela's cold dice.
Usually. 17.
That's the second one of the night
16.
in a row.
Oh, dang. 13?
7.
Oh, you need an initiative for me too,
Yep.
right? What is that? It was a 16.
Nat 20.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, 13.
You would still add your modifier to that, but...
It's 0, 20.
Oh, okay. So Dana's the first to react.
So I guess my jaw just drops as I'm at the top of the hill. And I just go, epic, as I start going down. Just trotting down this hill, I guess.
You're just running?
Yeah, I'm as quickly as I can without the ass over tea kettle going down.
Are you going to dash and like, use all your actions?
We're 200 yards. I mean, I can't even come close with dashing.
Well, I'm going to say if you're moving downhill and you're dashing, like you're going to use all of your action to move, you can move double your normal speed because you're going to start running downhill. But if you want to do that, you're going to have to make an acrobatics check to make sure you don't start tumbling down the hill.
What kind of
Otherwise,
check?
you can go your normal speed.
What kind of check is it if Gerbo rides Dane?
We'll make it up.
That gives me
Unless
an
you can
idea.
think of something more clever to get you down there faster.
Doesn't have any leaping boots anymore.
Okay.
I know a perfect solution for you. Let's see if you figure it out.
Yeah, man.
Seeing that I just saw my small little friend ride down on what seemingly looked like a snowboard, I put my buckler shield on the
There
ground.
we go.
Except I don't stand, I sit like a kindergarten. in my spell, and I'm just gonna go, give me a push! And there's somebody.
I just give him
motions,
the
just
biggest
a big-
push I can possibly.
And I just
think of.
kind of, like a little kid riding a saucer down the
Give me an athletics check.
Okay. What's that?
6.
Can I assist him because I'm pushing him
14.
in some any weird
You're
way?
fine.
Okay.
So you made it about halfway down the hill.
Okay. What, I just come to a stop as I'm like,
No, you're not a stop. You're still going.
oh, okay.
But in this moment, like in these few seconds that are going by, you're
okay,
halfway,
I'm halfway
down the
done. Okay.
hill. And then Snot Grizzle, who has the higher dexterity.
That's not this.
Snot- okay, that's your go.
Right.
Actually, no, I take that back. It is Insano. I apologize, and then it'll be Snot.
Okay. So having seen Dane do something pretty smart, I was like, oh, all right. I look at Gerbo and said, Gerbo, get on. I motion for him to like scramble up on my shoulders.
Go for it.
And I'm going to like try to like surf down the hill just with my feet.
Okay.
My intent is, once we get close to the bottom, to like try to help launch him in the air at the guy as close as I can get him. Realizing I might fall on my face, and I'm okay with that, but as long as I can get him in combat,
Hello,
to get this guy.
Okay.
Isn't the guy dead already?
no?
Give me
It was about to die again.
give me an athletics check, but you're
You got
going to
it,
do it
so-
with disadvantage because you're holding on to somebody else while doing this.
That's fine.
Please tell me.
Oh, yeah. This is great.
Where's the popcorn when you need it?
So you get about, I would say, a good 100 feet down the hill.
Sure.
Right?
While Gerbo is trying to resituate on your shoulders to give him the best launch point,
Yeah.
like his knee kind of goes in front of your eye and you lose sight for a second as it moves back.
Oh,
you
God.
notice there's just the stone right in front of you. You're like, oh! And you hit it. There's not enough time. And just ass over tea kettle, you go flying. But when you think about the angles and how much higher Gerbo is than you,
Cast slow fall.
that will be your reaction. But yes, you
Yeah.
can cast it.
That's perfect.
So, do you do it immediately as he starts falling, or do you let yourself launch first?
Catapult. The Gerbo pult.
He launched me first, so I mean, I guess if
I'm just a giant.
you can let me do it, I
trebuchet.
would use
Gerbo
slow
shit.
fall. It's just a pre-slow fall. Is all this is.
A pre-slow fall before you get launched, or post-launch?
Post-launch, when I'm coming into it,
Okay. All right.
get ready to get this guy.
You are going to roll the rest of the way down the hill.
Sounds about right.
You need to roll me. It's a maze.
You said they only went 100 feet?
Yeah.
Holy
So-
shit.
4d6.
Oh, man.
I just picture
Because it's not necessarily
I just
fall
pictured
damage, so it
Gerbo.
shouldn't be like a d6 for like every like 10 feet or anything like that. But I'm like, it's
Right.
still gonna fucking.
Sean,
hurt.
here's what I picture just
Yeah,
happened.
you're probably
You
getting
just jumped off
smacked and you're
lumber mill,
shoving
headed
down.
towards blacksmith, and just a feather
Rocks and
slow fall.
And it's a natural one, so you need to be fucking punished.
Yeah, there's that too.
Remember we were talking about how hot your dice were?
Oh, yeah. That's
Like,
right.
Right until
Three
this particular
like
moment.
3
Can I get
minutes
some
ago?
D6 from somebody?
Captain Hot.
In
By
the
the
point
way,
when it mattered
Gerbo.
the most?
All ones, baby.
You get
Here we
enough
go.
of an angle and enough air
All ones. Here we go.
that you're basically able to make it almost nearly to
Okay,
the
2
bottom
of those worked well. 2 of them didn't.
before you
15.
cast slow fall.
Thanks, numbers. That was going to take a
I
minute.
need to take fall damage too, though.
Oh.
No,
No, not
allow
a
it?
slow fall, right?
because as far as I look at it, you're using your reaction to do that, and the way that would work and how you're going to get tossed. If you're using a reaction to cast slow fall, you're basically in air for a long period of time before you and you just stop, like, what, 20 feet probably before you hit the ground?
Parachute.
15.
15.
15 points of damage is what you take.
Sweet.
Bludgeoning damage. But guess what? You're at the bottom of the hill.
Yay! We did it!
Good job.
We did it, Reddit.
Then will be Snot.
Okay. I see it, my friend come tumbling down the hill. I'm like, wow. How far away from this guy am I? You said I blew past him?
Yeah,
You
should
blew
we
past him, but I mean,
down here now?
you could use your full movement to get up to him.
Okay,
Down there.
yeah. So I kind of move within like 10 feet of him, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's 10-foot range, and I kind of flick the staff so it extends, and I slap him with it. Patow!
Okay, roll the hit.
Am I
You're still holding him,
him?
aren't you?
Mhm.
Then you get it with advantage.
Okay, so 20 modified.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Oh wait, with advantage 22. Yeah. 9.
You knock him unconscious.
Right.
As he just goes limp in your arms. And as he does, like, you kind of just let him go, yeah?
Yep.
And he just thumps to the ground, but the thump is a lot louder than you think it should be when he hits the ground. Until you realize this dust cloud kind of comes up behind you, and as you spin around, you just see Insato laying there on the ground, just dirty and a little bit of blood.
Did we get him?
I grab his pole arm, and I go stand where he was, like by the entrance of the cave.
Okay. As you just kind of like look up, and you just see like this angelic little gnome just kind of floating to the ground. You guys are out of combat. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm
I'm
only
headed
halfway
down the
hill.
hill.
Apparently.
I would say you've slid up now to the rest of the way, but I need one more athletics check to get the rest of the way there.
10.
That's the DC. You get down there just fine.
Wow.
There's this little dwarf just
Comes in like spinning.
Like when you get down there and you finally like get off your buckler, like if you've used a weed whip too long and you get that weird like little vibration in your arms, it's kind of like that once you finally get down there.
Oh my god.
I just get up and I go, put my hand on his shoulder and it's just doing this.
What are you doing, JJ?
I'm coming down the hill, but like I see that, you know, the situation is dissolved, so I'm just not running or hastily, but not walking pace
Okay.
down the hill,
All
being
right.
cautious.
You are slowly making your way down there.
Yeah.
What are the rest of you gentlemen doing?
I'm going to dust myself off.
Let's search him.
Is Dane still way up top?
No. I slid down.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah,
Let's search him.
I start
Wait.
pulling his shit off.
So everybody except JJ is down there now. JJ, you can see like slowly making his way down the hill.
I say, does that fit you? This cloak?
I don't know. I'll try it on.
Put it on. We just need the element of surprise. Doesn't have to hold up.
It's a little fat guy in a little coat.
Yeah.
Perfect. That is perfect.
I mean, it's obvious this is not a good fit, but you can get it on.
Okay, I'll wear it.
We have a whole group here now?
Yeah, I would say JJ's now made his way down the
I,
rest
I,
of
lo- I look around at everybody and I was like, time to punch in early, boys.
I'm gonna drag the body into the ocean and just like throw him in.
There's no ocean.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Water!
shit!
Fine.
There was no water.
There's no water
No
here.
water here.
Dried up.
Dried up. Fine.
He's like a cavern.
What are we
Don't
gonna
drag
do
him
with
in
the body
there.
now?
That's where we're going. You know, he just starts dragging the body with us. Like, no, we don't want it. Leave it.
I might get hungry later.
I look at Snot and I'm like, what are we gonna do with the body now?
Just fucking leave it. Let's go take care of some business.
You
huh?
know, as they were chatting amongst themselves, Grizzle and you go take your post. As you kind of go stand up there, you can see into the cavern, and you can see little bits of light, little fireplaces, but essentially not fireplaces, but what would that be called? Where you have
Like a lantern or
not a lantern, like where it's basically like a fire pit,
Like a
almost.
campfire?
brazier?
Brazier, thank
Yeah.
you. It's weird because I always want to think of like bra, but
Yeah, exactly.
it is a brazier, like but larger, like round on the floor as you look over, and as you look through, you hear different types of noises, clanging. You can hear water. You can feel what almost feels like a humid, hot breath coming over you as you stand at this cave entrance. But you can see motion inside. You can see other people just in that little bit of flickering light, but it's still dark enough that you can't quite make it out. But you see what look like large boxes gliding back and forth. The rest of you were talking to each other.
We found the mine.
We gotta get the body out of here. You can't just let him sit around here. It looks too obvious.
Yeah, did he die? Did you just knock him out? I'm confused. I thought he killed
Yeah,
him.
knocked his ass
Knocked his ass
unconscious.
unconscious.
Yeah.
So if you want to go finish the job.
Yeah, where is somebody holding him? I mean,
Nope, he's just slumped on the ground.
Yeah.
So there's no place obvious
So he-
around me unless I climb
Going
back
up.
up
Grizzle,
the hill.
you're standing where the guard was.
Yeah.
Are you sitting on the crate or are you just standing there?
I was just standing there. I rushed over, so if anyone looked up to see if the guard was still there, they'd see me.
I'm gonna walk over. How big is the crate that's sitting there? Is it just like a little crate? Is it how big is it?
Like 3 feet by 2 feet.
Prop the fucker on the crate and let's head on
Okay.
in and.
Are there any
Skulls.
markings on the outside of the
But he's
crate?
missing a cloak now.
Who gives a shit? Fuck that idiot.
The only markings you can see on it, give me a history check.
I do want to kill him. I just need a place to hide the body.
1
Modified
modified.
over the hill.
You feel like you've seen it before, but you can't quite place it.
Okay.
1 modified?
Yeah.
What was it?
2.
Wow. Cool.
I'm gonna tap it. Is it completely hollow? Does it maybe feel like just to knock on it to see if it?
You can definitely tell there's some empty space in there, but it does sound like there's something in it.
Okay.
Sorry. What were you tapping on, Dane? I'm sorry, I missed
A
that.
crate.
The
crate?
crate that the guard was sitting on.
Can I try to open the crate?
If you would like to.
Sure, I don't think I have a crowbar, but...
I pull out my crowbar.
Oh. Thanks, not. I brought open the crate.
Okay.
At least in a fashion where I can poke inside and try to put it back together. Not just like rip it in half like "Rrrr!"
Give me a stealth check. 'Cause I'm sure you're not trying to make a bunch of noise doing this.
Another. You rolled a 1.
Another one. Okay, this dice gets retired for the night. Wow.
Yeah. Well.
Nice chill.
So as you are like going after the crate and you start popping up against it,
Everyone roll for initiative. We fight the
you
whole
miss.
Yeah.
Like you have the ledge in there, just a toe, and as you're trying to lift it up, it like pops loose on you, and as you come back, you clang it against like the metal portion of another crate,
Sure.
and you can just hear that like slowly echo through the cave. As you just suddenly see like
waiting
those
for
boxes,
it to stand.
Grizzle, that were moving back and forth in there, just kind of come to a stop.
He was just waiting for whatever we were gonna do to echo through the whole cave.
And you hear a, "Hey Bill, you alright?"
Kind of give him a wave.
Bill?
Yeah.
You can't let me chance.
They're guards. They all
crowbar
have stupid names. It doesn't matter.
George and Bill, alright.
Oh my goddamn crowbar back.
Give me a deception check.
To see if the hand
4.
wave that they know what Bill's hand looks
Do you
like.
have a plus to anything for deception?
Rip. There's just a 4.
Just 4.
So you see some movement back and forth, and you slowly start seeing like one shadowy figure coming towards your direction.
Uh-oh.
It's essentially like less about like how much. Actually, you know what? No. Let me do this the other way. Yeah, you see one shadowy figure coming towards your direction. Because it's kind of like, okay, how well can he quickly react to that, but also, like, how insightful is this guy to be like, I want to go check it out anyways.
Like he's never heard a clang come from that area before.
Like, it just sounded
I know,
weird
I
because
get it.
everyone's had posts out there, and it's boring.
That's fair. Okay.
So you see, like, one shadowy figure start to make your way in your direction.
You're up, kid. Try to get rid of the guard. Send him back down.
As I quickly start putting on my guard's blue coat
That's right, because he
uniform.
took it off.
I fucking pull my mask up and I hide right outside the door, like with my fucking hand cocked back, ready to boom and blade the next motherfucker that walks.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check.
Me?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, the dice have gotten
Hi.
cold, boys.
What's that?
5.
5?
The dice have gotten
Yeah.
cold.
As you see the shadowy figure coming towards you, you see JJ, and he's like struggling to get the pants on.
Am I able to? Is the crate like I could hide on this side as he's walking here? So would I be able to duck down behind the crate where he couldn't see?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
And just kind of, I'm putting my back against it so that I can kind of see. I assume Grizzle's like off to the side here, or where is he in location to the crate now?
I was gonna say, I feel like I need to figure out a place where I'm gonna try and be as well.
Is it time?
For what? I think so. What's going on?
Are we in an immersion?
We're
I
about
think?
to go fight a bunch of dudes.
No, I think Carl's bringing out the landscape to give us a better visual so we stop asking questions. If I had to guess.
Okay, alright.
Oh, okay.
That's what your entrance looks like.
Okay.
The guard was standing like right here.
So I'm like,
So I'm here.
So that kind of gives you an idea. So you're there instead, right?
And he's coming straight at me.
Correct.
alright. As I'm struggling to get these clothes on, I'm like, everybody's hard. Guys, hide, quick.
Yeah.
I
I'm
kind
gonna
of
be
walk
right
down
here.
to meet him, but not like super far, like right here.
Okay.
I'm around the corner, just hiding right there.
All right.
I have no idea where I would be or with that body.
What the hell was that? As a guard walks up to you.
Yeah, I'm like right in here.
I kind of grab my pole arm and just whack it against the wall, like ping. It's just being careless. Sorry.
Listen, I realize it's fucking boring out here, but I don't want to have to come over here again.
I understand. I turn and go back to my spot.
All right, he slowly starts making his way back in. As you just kind of like see him kind of like wave his hand a little bit, and you start seeing a lot of motion going back and forth once again. What are you doing?
I watch where he goes and stands. Like, is it?
So you see like, as you're standing there, and you stepped in just a little bit. You can tell instantly as soon as you walk in, like the ceiling suddenly gets much higher. Like it is probably close to like 18 feet tall inside. And as you're looking around, you can see a number of stalagmites. But the first thing in stalactites as they wrap around the walls, there's a little bit of moisture in here, like enough where like there's like raised stones, but in between, like it started almost like green from like algae a little bit due to its dampness. And what sticks out to you is how fresh a lot of the tracks look in here, because you can see mine carts moving back and forth as you step inside. You see a few other guards, but for the most part what you see are smaller individuals draped in poor clothing.
I kind of relay that information to my traveling companions. Well, this is the entrance to the mine. What's the plan now?
They got a bunch of poor people with jobs in here.
I asked Snot to try to open up one of the crates because I failed so miserably at it. So we at least hide the body for now.
Yeah, I'll try to pry it. Show you all this shit stuff.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
That one.
13.
You slowly make your way around each corner as you lift it up, and as you pop your head inside after removing the lid just slightly, like just kind of setting it ajar, you can see multiple axes in here and some rope. Looks just like standard mining equipment.
Cool.
Like pickaxes, not
Yeah.
actual like hand
He
axes.
relayed the people that he saw in there.
Mhm.
I pull the rope out and I just throw it on the ground.
Do we have enough room for the body? We throw him in there?
Is there enough? Does it look like there's enough room? Right, yeah.
Keep it down.
Dump the fucker in there.
Sweet. I just like mush the guy in there, not giving a shit at all about how he gets in, just as long as he completely fits in there.
Okay.
I say, make some noise on 3, right? And I put my thing back and I pull out my hammer.
Okay. Let's hear the countdown.
Wait.
And wait. If you make noise, he's gonna come back up.
Yeah, then we fucking get him.
There's other guards down there.
What do you want to do?
We can come back at night when there's maybe...
This guy will be
People
out of that box.
By the way, it is early evening at this point. It's like 6 o'clock.
Since he's unconscious, how long would he stay unconscious for?
Any longer than a minute or so, and you're getting brain damage, my friend.
Alright.
Basically, either until he fails enough death saves or he just dies in the box, or he just becomes stable until somebody comes and takes care of him.
What's in
But
the
he could, like-
box?
But he could like move around, make noise, try to get help.
No, because he'll be
He's
unconscious.
What's in the box?
Okay, so he'd be unconscious like for...
What's in the
An extended period of time.
He could stay stable, but not...
In a coma.
Basically.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, we'll leave him there then.
It's gonna be a vegetable.
Can we induce a coma?
It's a night level spell.
Put it in a goddamn box and let's get our ass in that cave and
Alright.
just keep cracking skulls till we get to the truth. I don't know.
Are we killing this guy? Well, we could come back later when there's maybe less people around. We don't know how many people are in there yet.
Fuckers are working the poor people overnight. You know?
Grizzle
This is
just
the
looks at
late night,
Snot.
overnight Walmart stocking shift. They're gonna be in there.
Are we going in?
Yeah, let's do this shit. No? Yes?
We're gonna have to fight at some point.
Well, do two of you want to go in and try to find another way into the mine? Assuming this is probably the only other one that there is.
There doesn't seem to be a ton of guards.
How about we interrogate this next guy? He seems to know something.
You could ask him where he can get fresh water. Maybe that could help you lead in some direction.
Alright. So I go back in.
Or we kill him.
What like role reversals are we having here?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try my sandwich trick again. Grizzle starts coughing really loud and like throws his spear on the ground.
Okay, make a deception check.
My sandwich trick again.
Actually, you know what? Give me a performance check.
He
There we go.
fakes.
Let's go do the same thing. 10.
So as you're doing this, you can just kind of hear off in the background as it kind of echoes through the cave. Shut the fuck up!
We're going in.
Does it appear? Does it
So
appear or sound like it was that same guard that came in the first time that said "shut the fuck up"?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go on in.
So no one's going? No one. I don't hear anybody coming up or anything?
You just hear them all continuing to work,
Alright.
and you hear them shouting at some of these underdressed, underprivileged people who all have jobs.
I pick
Does one of the guards have like orange hair, by chance?
I want to fucking sneak up and kind of take a peek into the mine.
Okay, give me a perception check. You dark vision, don't you?
I do. It is a 4. It's a 4.
It's a 4.
It is a 4.
Sadly, Grizzle's standing in the way for the most part, but as you look around, you can see several bodies moving about, but it's hard to get a firm number. But as you're going through, it's like there should be at least as many of them as there are of you.
Okay. I kind of tug on Grizzle's pants. I was like, what are we looking at here? What the fuck's going on?
Let me find out. I pick up my spear and kind of give it to Sean and motion for him to stand in my spot. And cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
And then I sneak inside.
I cast prestidigitation on myself to make myself look all dirty and shitty.
Okay.
And I sneak up. I stick to the shadows.
How close are you staying to him?
You know, I don't know what. Maybe 10, 15 feet back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, just enough to make sure I'm still in the bubble.
Sticking to the shadows.
All right, both give me stealth checks.
I'm gonna post up at the outside of the door.
23.
And I get a plus 10?
Yes, then.
20.
Did you roll that too?
Shadows! I rolled a 3.
I rolled an 8.
It's good, it's good. It's fun to see here, man.
So you stealthily make your way inside as there's just way too much noise with these minecarts flying back and forth and them shouting orders at their underlings. As you make your way through, you can see some of them are holding just like torches so they can see a little bit better, inspecting all these stones and minerals that are coming up through a tunnel off on your right. But you see whenever they are done with any of their loads, you see them push an empty cart down a tunnel to the left. But as you see it, it's almost like a hole in the ground as it just disappears.
How many guards are there?
Give me a perception check.
Wisdom.
Can I help? Well, how far do you gotta be to help?
13.
You can look as well if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just also roll?
There's also roll.
Okay.
14.
You count 4.
It's just like a big chamber.
It is for the most part just a large chamber. You see like a large stalagmite that's kind of like in the center of the room as you're walking in. That kind of blocks your view a bit, but all you can kind of see is the tracks themselves, some underlings being shouted at, and you can see these guards standing about kind of taking pace, looking over the goods, and making sure things are loaded up appropriately.
I'm gonna try to slowly make my way this way around to the other side of the big cavern. As sneakily as I can.
Sneaky snake.
And kind of post up somewhere on this back side.
I'm going to tell you this. The further you move in, the closer you're going to be getting to braziers and
Lights.
guards that are holding torches. So being stealthy is going to be harder and harder the further you go in.
Okay.
So if you want to do that, I'll let you, but I'm going to have you roll again.
I'll go about halfway in. Just so I'm outside. Just the tip.
You can go about a third of the way before I'm going to start making you...
Alright. I'm going to go about a third of the way in. And I'm going to see if I can, like, if they decide to rush or do something, because I know these two's bloodlust going on right now. But I can kind of catch them in a crossfire if the guards go to the door.
Okay.
And then I'm going to see and wait what Punch is going to... Or what Snot is going to do.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how far he is from the entrance. What, a third of the way?
Third of the way.
30, 40 feet.
30, 40 feet. Alright, so I can I just like, hey, let's go. Come on.
Or 30. Yep.
Yeah. Can I whisper back to these guys like, come on, try to gesture? Does anybody see me?
I turn around and I'm
You
post
guys
up
can't
at the
even see
door,
him.
and I look back in and see them. What do I see?
Yeah, I would say anyone with dark vision can see them.
I have dark vision. I'm trying to hunch down and make it look
So
like...
basically the only person right here I think who can't is...
JJ.
Me.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of hunched to make myself look like I'm his height. So I'm not trying to make the guards... Oh, there we go. Hot one.
What are you rolling?
That was a 19. I don't know.
I roll and ready all the things, guys.
19,
Just in case of whatever.
Yeah.
I assume it's a perception check to
dice?
see if I can see those two.
I said as long as you have dark vision, you can see them.
Oh, well, good. Yeah.
You
Take
wanna-
that, Carl.
You want to roll?
Definitely see us.
You want to roll this one too?
Yeah?
Hey, what are you guys doing? You coming in?
I'm trying to see if I can see you or what the hell you guys do. And
I'm
I see you
gesturing at
motion.
you. I'm gesturing at you.
I turn on to the rest of the group. Well, guys, I guess we're going in. They're waving us in. But I can only assume there's more guards in there, so get ready to fight.
Oh, it is time to fucking bang.
Okay, Dennis,
Who wants to bang?
you got the tape and like the handcuffs?
I'm clean.
Binding rope?
It's fetish shit. Alright.
Still hungry?
I'm still like outside the door, and I'm just sitting like against the wall,
Dude, the blood
just kind of like
table.
staring into the ground ahead of me. It just appears that I'm just like deep in thought.
Okay.
Just trying to looks like I'm trying to remember some things.
I am going to stay still in the entryway and let everybody else go in front of me, so it doesn't look like there's multiple shadows going in and out of the cave entrance.
Okay. I need stealth checks when everybody else is moving in.
Trying to
Remember,
I haven't moved, so
all right,
unless
you're not going in.
I'm not going in.
trying to do some deep thinking here.
That 19 doesn't count that you randomly rolled, so all over the place. You get plus 10 on it, by the way, because you're within 30 feet. Wait, is it...
We're sneaky.
You said 30, 40 feet.
Right, but it's a 30-foot, I'm assuming, radius. It's like 15 feet on each side of you.
Yeah, it would be 30 feet across.
Well, radius, right? So,
Yeah.
like, from him, 30 feet. Which would make it 60 feet across.
Right, that's what I'm wondering.
How does the spell read?
Pretty sure it says radius.
I'm pretty sure it does too, so that'd be 60. But, what'd you roll?
Not a 19.
19. That's a 7.
A veil of silence and
Like an
shadows
8.
radiates from me.
From you.
13.
So 30 feet from you.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so you add 10 to all of that, so you're all fine.
17, baby! But I'm still staying in place while Rose is moving in front of me.
Okay.
So I'm sneaky. Sneaking in.
Sneaky deaky like.
As you all kind of stick to the shadows, what are you doing? Other than just sneaking in. We've got this far, somehow.
Still
Do I
not
see
sure
any
how.
carts that are close by that I can get to? I mean, do I see these 2 tracks that you were talking about earlier that you were explaining?
Yeah, you can all, as you're stepping in, you can all see these tracks now, because they are well lit by the braziers that surround them.
Okay.
And you can see like stop points where they have to like load and unload these mine carts. And there are just too many people around them
Yeah.
that if you were to try to get close, you would probably obviously be spotted.
I'm gonna pull the whole room.
I noticed that. I noticed that
It's a big
everybody's.
aggro pull.
I noticed that everybody's gone. As I kind of like come to, and I kind of like peek my head around the corner, PUBG peek, and I just kind of
Yeah.
like I'm confused, but I'm gonna follow suit, so I'll kind of just tiptoe my way to the back of the line.
Give me that stealth check.
So anyway, started blasting.
Plus 10,
Yeah.
26.
Okay, you're fish fine.
Start blasting.
So as
And
you're,
am I from where I am I able to see down in so what everybody else sees there? I'm
Start
close
taking
enough
names.
so I can see who's working and like
I
the-
attacked the first
I can-
homeless person I could find.
so I can see the homeless people.
yeah, I mean,
Oh, you
these,
say it. It feels weird.
so as you target all the homeless,
As I'm walking through Portland, I look into the street.
as we work to wipe out the homeless, isn't that the goal, boys?
Homelessness.
Oh yeah, isn't that what I said?
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
All right.
but I can see everything now.
Yes.
Which bombs are we killing?
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. I like that one.
And you said that these workers, they appear to be shorter in stature.
Yeah. So give me a perception check if you're trying to look around at these workers specifically.
Oh god, they're all zombies. We're fucked.
16.
We don't need more chain lightning.
As you're looking around, you notice something pretty quickly as you're looking at each one by one. It takes you a minute to dawn on you, but I mean, aside from the fact that they look like shit and look overworked, and you can see some of them actually have chains on them. They're all half somethings,
Half somethings.
Chimeras?
like half elves.
Half orcs.
Halflings.
Like they're all crossbreeds.
But
This is some kind of eugenics shit, man.
right. Am I within?
You also see something you haven't seen in a long time and have only heard stories of.
Elf
Me.
Hitler.
You're talking specifically to me.
Of Dane.
Yep. Okay.
Something referred to as a dwarfling.
Okay.
A half dwarf, half halfling. Halfling.
Or gnome, but they kind of just intermix the two. They have a lot of the same physical characteristics and
horrendous.
traits.
Dwarf
Okay.
Hitler.
So, that's what you notice.
No Hitler.
I don't share that information.
Nittler.
Okay.
Am
I
I,
mean, I
in,
wouldn't share that either. You people are dirty if you're crossbreeding with them.
within 60 feet of the nearest guard?
Yes.
I cast Conjure Animals.
What?
Oh, we're doing this.
Animals.
Okay.
I cast conjure.
What are you
animal?
conjuring?
I'm conjuring some wolves. 4 of them, to be precise.
Okay.
And I have them targeted on the nearest guard.
Okay.
Everyone roll initiative.
So you summon fey spirits that take the form of beasts and appear in unoccupied spaces that you can see within range.
Okay.
Unleash the fucking hounds
they're-
of war,
And they're
boys.
bitey boys. They bite stuff.
Cry havoc and let loose the
All
house of
right.
war.
Well, yeah. Everybody roll initiative. And move those minis.
Oh, here it comes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh!
sniped.
Wait to the other
What?
side of the room.
Yanker.
Maybe.
That's perfect though. At least you got it on me now. I mean, had to come out sometime. Jeepers. That's tight.
Yep.
Wow.
Wait,
Where's
are we rolling
the,
initiative
other
or,
piece?
or am I getting
Oh,
a
right here.
round of surprise?
So much sexiness.
Oh, there is no surprise round.
No?
There's the surprise condition.
Oh, okay.
Strap card.
Oh no. Sean will get to go first,
Dark magician.
Right.
and then initiative will set in.
Awesome.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Sweet child of mine.
So you guys are going to be basically anywhere from here back.
Okay.
That's an epic.
Grizzle, you
paintball
were
setting
over
right
here.
there.
Yeah.
Like hugging that wall.
I am
Check out.
not too far behind you.
We're gonna play Overwatch. You have to guard the payload.
Awesome.
problem. It's like, oh, do I have my little slave guys? I don't think I do.
Oh.
It kills me. I think I left them
I
upstairs.
feel like when we came in, we would have like.
Wait.
Went this way. Yeah, away from
This
the
guy
light.
is
Yeah,
Dane?
you have not been that side.
Oh wait,
That's-
that's
I think
To get a better vantage point. You know what I mean?
Is that your Damon?
These guys this way.
Okay. Where
Well,
are
he
you?
he would have been behind
I'm
me.
behind everyone.
Okay. Like here at the entrance?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like just on the
Grizzle and Snot.
outskirts of where
I'm
I can
sleeping.
get
We're
the
on
plus
the
10 to
flank,
stealth,
yeah.
apparently.
Get him in the crossfire.
5, 10,
Slash
15, 20. Okay, yeah, so you're in the right spot.
Dwarfly.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But I'm the only one that knows that.
I'm not sure why that's significant yet. But
It's time to fuck shit up.
Who's gonna get caught up in the crossfire?
That guard I smacked with that booing blade would have moved to have taken another 2d8. Yeah, just believe it does. It does like extra damage once they move. But they've got to move willingly. We can't like move them.
I was gonna push him down and kneecap him.
Jesus. You guys are cold-blooded.
Then kill him.
We are killing them, yeah. I'm being non-lethal about it. I think we were.
With style.
Is these 4 who weren't exactly. Were you fine with the murder?
I tried to stop it.
You tried to stop it, yeah.
Why are we trying to stop?
There are 4 of us. We were pretty like.
I'm not trying to murder anybody.
Oh, I'm trying to murder everything I can.
Unless you try to murder my friends, then
That's
I'll murder
evil. That's not neutral. You big lie. You human lie. You half-orc lie.
Chaotic neutral.
Chaotic is like chaotic to lawful, right? Is that what it is?
Chaotic, neutral, and then lawful.
And lawful, yeah. So that's like. How do they describe that? Well, like murder is not
Neutral.
neutral, you right?
He's not lawful. He's chaotic too.
Lawful and chaotic is about like following rules and that, right?
I enjoy being strong, and I like breaking things.
Things. You know?
So those description for a reason.
Oh,
People are his playthings, apparently.
Yes,
But
yeah.
those who fight beside me are those worth dying for.
You want to replace?
So,
No, it's fine. That's fine.
Killing
Don't worry about it.
for.
Okay.
Protecting
you
for.
probably murdered quite a bit. Might have been pragmatic. He's a creature of war.
Protecting for.
Right.
He's a creature of war. Is that there? Cream soda?
Cream soda.
Just put the bottle on your nuts.
All right, numbers.
It's not a bad idea.
17. Yeah. I actually had a good roll.
19.
17.
Who has the higher dex?
I have -1.
Plus 1. So I guess me.
5.
14.
Ding.
15.
What's the ground made of in here, Carl?
Rock.
Just rock.
Rock, and then you have the mine carts themselves, which is kind of like, as you can look over them, underneath the tracks, like some of them have asphalt underneath them, otherwise it's like wood and iron.
No
So-
dirt or
You're like a geomancer.
just trying to kind of like get a lay of the land, you know?
Yeah, I feel bullshit on that, but kind of like very little.
You're like FF Tactics. You're trying to get like some kind of side bonus elemental chance
No.
on something.
I don't know what spell you're trying to cast, but there's very little dirt in here.
That was metagame as fuck. Funny nonetheless.
I would like to ready some pocket sand, Carl.
That's not what I wanted.
That's great.
Punch and I were talking about that one. Like, nobody's ever tried to like go
Pocket
like-
sand, motherfucker, yeah.
Are we in Zion?
All right, so you launch your wolves.
Holy shit.
Here.
And it's going to be the one that's right here in front of you.
This one? Do you have stand-in minis, or do I need... I've got...
Does he have standing
I mean-
minis?
I don't know.
Do you?
Otherwise, I've got these like little market guys.
Oh, do that.
Okay. And they're all different colors, so...
Wait, do you want
They're different colors. Because there's 4 of them, and they all have their own individual hit points.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. This guy. He's surrounded by wolves.
They're so fierce.
Rar.
Yeah.
And they will get their first round of attack, whatever
Oh, yeah.
that's going to be. Do they have to roll their own initiative, or does it go off of yours?
Sometimes
I
you
don't
take the
know,
turn
DM.
right after yours. What is
Let's
the...
have it go off of yours.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's... Okay. Yeah, sure. So we take our turn at the same...
So you'll take your turn simultaneously.
Okay.
But you'll get a surprise action with just the wolves right now.
Alright. Cool. So, you probably know this, but wolves have pack tactics.
Yes, I do know that.
So they get advantage on attack rolls against creature if they're in a pack.
Right.
So let's start some biting.
Crazy.
Alright. So I guess I'll just start with Penny and go clockwise.
Okay.
What was the
So
name of one of the hounds there for a second?
he
Can be.
he launches a bite attack.
Damn.
16 plus 4 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. So it takes 2d4 plus 2. Awesome.
No.
2 plus 2 is 4.
Cool.
Piercing damage. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 11 strength
Or get
saving
rabies?
throw or be knocked prone.
Oh. Oh.
It meets.
What's that?
It meets. So yes. It
Okay.
succeeds.
All right. So he took some damage.
Yeah,
Moving
yeah.
on to light blue. 11 plus 4. 15. Does that hit?
Misses.
All right. Whitey. Same. Also miss.
Yikes.
Dark blue.
He just knocks him off.
Ooh. Another miss with the 9. So much for pack tactics.
Wow.
All right, then it is going to go in order, and we'll start with Grizzle.
Well, next round will be better.
It'll be Grizzle.
Well, seeing that the wolves all of a sudden attack, I sneak this way. And cast Hail of Thorns
Okay.
as my action, and I'm done.
Okay.
Hail of Thorns. That sounds awesome.
Now it is going to be. Actually, the guys in red, it'll be their turn. So
Lancer and
the first one over there sees you moving over and is going to turn and take a shot at you with his crossbow.
Even with my plus 10 dex.
Even
For
with
stealth.
you cast something.
Oh.
As soon as you cast something, you basically are unstealth. 22, I'm assuming that hits.
Yep.
And he hits you for 6 points of damage. And the guy with the red around the top and he has the long spear, he is going to start. He is going to step up next to that kind of, let's call him a slave, I guess, instead of homeless. Maybe that makes more sense. And he is going to put his polearm right next to it. And basically he's just going to shout out, "What are you doing? Get out!
Like this?
Get out of this one gets it." Yeah.
Oh.
Then it will go to JJ.
All right.
Get out or this one gets it.
Is this one of the slaves?
One of the slaves.
So can I choose if my wolves go first or I do?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just start off with another round of wolf attacks on this guy.
Okay.
15 plus 4.
That hits.
Okay. 2d4 plus 2. 4 plus 2 is 6.
Okay.
And a DC strength check of 11.
Saves.
Okay. Moving on to attack number 2. 16 plus 2.
That hits.
I'm sorry, plus 4. And 3 plus 2 plus 2 is 7.
Okay.
Nice.
And he gets knocked prone.
Oh, yeah. So, attack number 3. 17 hits.
Yep.
Dang.
Does he get crits now? Because
You would just get
No,
advantage.
you just get
Okay.
advantage.
Which I already have. So 4 plus 4 plus 2 is 10.
As the wolf comes down and you just see him like bite into the back of his neck and he just goes limp.
Oh, man.
Hotness.
Sick.
Fucking crushed.
Hotness.
So that leaves one final
Wolfy wolf.
wolf. And they all also get. So Penny, he's gonna move in from the back. Take a little. Actually, can these guys attack and then move, so they keep their pack tactics?
Yeah.
All right.
Just like you can as an actual character.
All right, so that's what we're doing.
How long do those wolves last?
Yeah, good question.
They last for 'cause
One
that was
round.
only
One round.
up to
Suck
1
it, nerd.
hour.
Oh man.
Holy
But-
shit.
It is a concentration spell.
Oh,
Okay.
so if you get hit, you
Or
gotta
if
make
he-
con save.
Or if he makes another action,
Yep.
that would be.
That's a different spell.
And so then
He can attack or cast cantrips.
You have what? One left to attack?
Yep. One final attack. 9 plus 2 is 11.
It misses.
Okay.
But you
Alright.
still get to go.
I think it's 16.
Now it's JJ.
I think you can cast spells even when.
Sorry.
He can just use his little.
Can you cast spells while concentrating on a spell?
I wouldn't. Maybe you can make a melee attack. Maybe at most.
You can
I'm
stop
not sure.
concentrating on that spell and then cast a spell.
I thought I could cast
No.
instant or non-concentration spells.
Can you make a melee attack?
Oh yeah,
while
yeah.
concentrating?
Non-concentration spells, correct.
Yeah,
other non-concentration spells, correct.
Right.
Oh yeah, you can't have two concentration spells.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
You can't stack them.
Yeah, it would get a little ridiculous.
So. Oh wait, that was
Sorry, I did a poor job explaining that.
Makes sense. All right, hold on. I just gotta spell slots. That was a 3rd level, so I'm down to that. All right, let's go ahead and do a just a 1st level
78.
dissonant
First
whispers on this guy.
Okay.
So it's a DC Wisdom saving throw of 13.
Nope, that's super covered.
We're blowing our wad.
Wisdom fails.
We're gonna take a short rest.
All right, so he takes the full 3d6. Can I borrow 3d6?
Level 1,
3d6.
3d6.
Oh,
Wow.
16.
Jeepers.
2 off max. Holy
And
fuck.
uses his reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Okay.
This guy?
Yeah.
So where's he going? This
He's
way?
gonna jump in the mine cart.
Right here?
Yeah, he's gonna basically run up, start pushing it, jump in the cart, and as it
shit.
starts running around the bend,
This way?
nope,
The other way.
towards you, towards the giant hole in the ground.
So he's gonna jump in here.
Yep, and as he comes over there, there's a switch, and you see him reach down and hit it with his pole.
Oh,
And he
the
just
busted.
goes, and there's just this hill, and you see him just disappear into the darkness of the cart.
Oh, we're
So
fucking.
he's just
We're
gone.
busted.
He's just gonzo now.
Oh.
We're fucking busted.
He went as far as he could
far as he
away
could.
from you.
Okay. So then,
As you can
big
just
man.
hear
Fight
echo
the mine.
through.
hey man, bring on the guards.
Here we go.
And I use my movement to hide behind this pillar.
We wanted to fight.
Okay,
That's my turn.
alright.
We're gonna fucking get it.
So then it's going to be Insano with Dane on deck.
Oh, can I ready in it? Bonus action?
No.
No.
Whoa. Okay. Never mind.
So I got 30 speed. Each square is a 5 feet, correct?
Yep.
Jesus. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I can be there. So I'm going to move here. And can I get myself in any kind of defensive stance or position? I don't have a shield to deflect anything, so I guess I don't know why that would matter.
I don't know, do you have a cheat sheet in front of you?
Sure don't.
So, Carl, the
Thanks,
That's what you
FYI,
do.
the Conjure Animal spell does say roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group. I don't know if we want to...
No. We'll do that going forward.
Okay.
I'm going to ready a dodge action.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Close disadvantage on incoming attacks until your next turn. Get advantage on the dexterity saving throws you make until your next turn.
Yep. That's what you want to do?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm going to do. Thanks, man.
Alright, then Dane. Dane was not on deck.
So it's like there.
Dude just books it in the minecart.
Yikes.
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 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And then I'm gonna attempt to get this dude's attention.
Which
So-
dude?
This guy.
Okay.
He's still standing there, so I'm just gonna shout from here. And just go, hey! Hey! And just kind of motion to like have him come to me.
Okay, as he like looks over at you and you're saying that, like you kind of see somebody of like kind to a certain extent. I didn't fucking roll an initiative for them. Okay. and he is chained at the ankles as well.
Oh.
So he hobbles 10 feet towards you
What's he chained to?
himself.
The shackles.
So it's basically like a shackle on each ankle with a chain in between.
Shimmy.
So it kind of like
Gotcha.
limits how much movement he has.
Is he gonna come like right through here, or is he gonna try and go around?
He's gonna try to go around because that's a little bit too
So he can go what? 5, 10 like
feet.
that?
Yep.
Carl,
Okay.
do you have any of those fancy concentrating rings?
Yeah, girl.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All out everywhere.
That's it?
I think these are it.
I see one here.
Yeah.
Nope, these aren't it.
Okay.
I don't know, that one wasn't turning up behind the veil too much.
It's an awkward position with all this shit in right here.
Me?
No, us. Just like the fight.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I'm also trying to draw some attention to
I'll flip it the
myself.
other way. Doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want.
That's my turn.
That's easier.
Oh, yeah.
That's your
I'm
turn?
just trying to get him over.
Okay. Then it will be Snot.
Okay, 5, 10, 15. As I'm running by this guy, I slap his fucking chains with my staff.
Pow! And they just shatter.
Awesome.
Which chains?
The ones on his feet.
Okay.
Are there more than?
He has them around his hands too.
He's got him on his hands.
And then with my extra attack, I fucking... I get the ones on his hands.
Alright. You just see him shatter to the ground, and as this happens, he just kind of looks up at you. And it's just... He's like, Dane's taller than you are. But this individual is basically your same height, but has more of like the
Like
features
his
of Dane.
build. Yeah.
And it's just almost creepy to look at.
Yeah. I pull out the bread. And I hand it to him.
Let's you do that for a bonus action.
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use
You're
my
gonna
action.
allow it?
Yeah, he takes it.
Alright, I use the bread.
Does he look really confused as to what's happening right now?
He looks like...
Yes, but at the same time, he doesn't care because
He has
you're,
bread.
well, you're not like in uniform. Neither of you two are. You are,
Yeah.
and you are.
I'm half. I've got the cloak on.
Oh, that's right. You're the fat guy.
Okay. All right.
Could have played this completely different, but this is the route you guys wanted to go with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the other two guards that are there, because you have Whitey, and where's the other one?
One left.
This guy who's dead.
Oh, that's right. One of them
We can
fucking
just
bailed.
remove him, I suppose.
Yeah, one bailed, one's dead.
And, well, unless we want to leave him. Do you want me to leave him there?
Yeah, leave him there.
Which one's dead? That's the dead one?
Yeah, he's unconscious.
Yeah,
he's knocked out.
Oh, he's not knocked out.
that's
He's
true, that's
actually
true.
dead.
Unconscious
Yeah,
everybody.
he's dead.
Daredevil.
Did you
Uh,
say the
yeah, he's
wolf
dead.
bit him in the back of the neck?
he's
and,
dead.
Yeah.
So the white guy with the crossbow.
This
Yeah, no, with the
guy.
white.
Oh.
That's that dude.
Yeah, so the white around his shoulders, like
Okay.
that color. He is going to reach up. That's in range, and he's going to shoot at Snot because he sees you trying to free the prisoners as they were.
Succeeding at freeing the prisoners.
And he misses.
Womp womp.
And then it goes back to then it's Gerbo.
Dude, that guy just noped the fuck out of there.
Yep.
He was like, okay, see ya.
The whole rest of the cave knows we're here.
Yeah, good job, idiots. No, I'm just
I'm
kidding.
gonna go to him
Bring
now.
it.
Oh, where's she? Oh, yeah. Like 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Oh.
Run up behind this guy. And, we're gonna open with the Wind Blast. Level 2 Wind
You're gonna
Blast.
fight the homeless guy?
Is this a homeless guy?
Yeah.
The only two mobs to fight are these two right here.
He just runs up with his axe.
I heard I'm wind blasting the homeless guy. Let's see it.
That's the homeless guy too. These are the only two hostiles in the room.
Yeah, we killed one, made another one flee. This one's surrounded by wolves, and then there's this guy.
Okay. Well,
It's a wind blast the homeless guy. I mean,
Just runs up indiscriminately.
I want to do it.
now everybody's
You can be
confused.
homeless, idiot!
Give him some bread.
I guess I'll just
Give him the bread.
sprint then. Another 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, we'll just hang out
Position
there.
there. Is that half cover for him or full cover for him?
Be full cover, I assume. It's pretty tall.
I mean,
He's short as fuck.
If you crouch down, it'll be full cover for him. So. Okay.
Crouch down.
All right.
Now you're solid.
he's got a box on.
Alright, back to the top of the order, Grizzle.
Get him, Grizz.
Alright.
Just see what this hailstorm
I don't want to use it.
Okay.
But next time I use my crossbow, it attacks. So we'll go 5, 10. I'm going to stab this guy with my rapier.
Can he, or maybe like diagonal?
Yeah, diagonal be
Because I've got the poles covered.
Well, they're wolves.
My wolves.
You're on a wolf.
It's occupied
So-
space.
You got a guy there.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, couldn't I reach? Oh, well.
Probably.
You got like there. So you got okay.
Technically, they do take up space.
They are
5 feet, right?
Yep.
They're big
they're
ass.
medium sized.
Yep, so they're taking up a square. You already ran up there.
Alright.
I mean, you can still.
You're big
poke-
boys now.
You can poke them.
I'm gonna
from a
jump
Can I
diagonal.
reach him or no?
I think your rapier only has 5 foot distance, so no.
You couldn't reach over the wolves.
But I mean, you
One
don't
is-
have disadvantage at this range with your ranged attack.
I know, but
He doesn't want
I
it.
don't want to use it.
Can't you
Okay.
diagonal?
So what is it?
Cut him diagonal.
Could you jump poke him?
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if
Like,
you're
this is
diagonal,
still
it's
5
still
feet.
5.
5 feet.
Because there's
Oh,
nine.
yeah,
Because there's
you're-
9
yeah, yeah,
squares
you're fine.
around the guy.
Sorry, I'm like, there's wolves right there, but as I'm sitting here, like, the entire wall is blocking that. Yeah, you're fine. You can poke him diagonally.
Alright, I'm gonna poke him.
Okay.
There's only 8 squares around him.
Oh yeah, he would be the ninth one.
8.
8?
8.
Okay. That misses. As he just dodges out of the way as you poke towards him, but it's less of a dodge from your rapier and more of a dodge from all these wolves that are around him. But you still miss.
Alright, so I went 5, 10, 15, 20.
Before you step off, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
7. Oh no. 10.
As you just hear this clunking in the background as you look over, and in the darkness of that tunnel right next to you, another minecart comes flying out and collides with your side and knocks you prone, and I'm going to let you choose whatever side you want to land on. Which will be prone.
Yeah, I know.
Get
This
the
guy
side
disappeared.
tracks.
You just
I'm
want me
gonna
to
go
use
this
this
way.
one?
Might as well.
Yeah, use that one.
So it just like comes, just put it right here. just
Yeah,
comes
basically there,
flying.
and then it comes to a halt, but it like tosses him at the same time.
Okay. Is there anybody in it, or is it just a random
The
minecart?
guy's
It's a
back.
minecart, but it's filled with ore. But I don't have
Oh.
ore represented there, so it does hit for a fair amount.
Well, here. Why don't we exchange?
No, but that one we
It
want.
hits you for 9 points of damage.
Is that one supposed to be full though? The one that was stationary?
Yeah, that was also. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Imaginations, guys. This doesn't have to be.
It does, Carl.
We need a mini for everything.
There you go. It's filled with dreams.
Fill with that one.
Pocket sand.
Okay.
Alright.
Who's next?
Well, I mean, is there any? Well, he's prone. I don't.
JJ's
Is he done then, or you got
Are
anything?
you
else?
done, Gristle?
I move 15.
Well, you gotta get up
I know.
first.
You have to stand.
But it's
You've moved 15 feet, right?
yeah, and it's half yours.
Half your movement to move up, so you could just stand
Yeah.
up in place.
I want to crouch though,
Okay.
behind here, so I'm still hiding.
All right. Damn. They wanted to take a shot at your prone ass on the ground.
Be disadvantage.
For him, for Matt.
It'd be advantage for me.
Yeah.
Like, not with against a ranged attack.
Oh, because he's too. Yeah, he'd be too close.
Yeah. Well, a ranged attack when you're prone, you get disadvantage on. You know what I mean? Like if you hit
Oh,
the
yeah,
deck,
so you get
smaller
the other two
target.
rolls.
yeah, a melee
You get
attack,
advantage on.
you get advantage.
Sure.
Because
You
it's
can't-
just some
you
idiot
can't
laying on the
defend
ground.
yourself.
Now, since
Okay.
since you're done,
What are you doing there?
it goes back to the guy in
I've just
red.
been sitting in a chair all day playing Warcraft. So
yeah.
It goes back to the guy in red.
There we go.
Yes, it does. And with all these wolves around him, I mean, he can't get a crossbow shot off on them because they're far too close. So he goes back to try to take another shot at Snot, who's trying to free everybody else.
What up?
He is free everybody else.
And he misses.
Rolls.
I'm sorry, girl.
And he
Stormtrooper
can't
over here.
move, so...
Yeah. Well, he can.
Yikers.
Oh, no.
Go
he
for
can't.
it.
No, he
You
can't.
can try.
That'll be JJ.
Yeah, he
Opportunities of attack.
can totally move.
All right. So I go ahead and command my wolves to go ahead and take another round of bites
Okay.
on red guy over here.
Bite his nuts off.
Yes. Target the nuts. The chode.
The sweet, sweet taste.
18 plus 2 hits.
Hits.
4, right?
2 plus 3 plus 2 is 7.
Misses. Oh, 7 damage.
7 damage.
Yeah, sorry.
7
God
squirrels.
damn,
7
those
Uncle's
wolves
ranch.
are crushing it.
You know the little tale from the sea.
12. Does a 14 hit?
Misses.
I thought it was +4.
It's only plus 2.
Is it?
Oh, it is plus 4.
Yeah. 16.
16?
16 hits.
Yeah. Alright. Sweet. 2 plus 1. So 5 damage.
5.
Okay.
Attack number 3.
Yes.
13 plus 4. 17.
17
Hits.
hits. Guy's just getting torn up.
4 damage.
Okay.
Oh, we've been missing strength prone checks. DC 11.
Because you've also been hitting every single time, so I haven't been worried about it.
Oh, okay. One more attack?
He'd be prone. But
It doesn't really.
it doesn't matter.
15 plus 4 is 19 hits.
Yep.
Final attack to the jugular.
To the taint.
4 plus 3 plus
9.
2.
9.
Yes, 9.
It's 9 damage to the taint.
So JJ points over and just basically screams at his wolves. You just see like the first one go out a leg and he just pulls it out and you just see him dive down like to the ground and then you just see them disappear as he is enveloped by all of these wolves.
Yeah.
And finally they like step off and you just see just this mangled body left on the ground.
Yeah.
Alright. As they surround the next victim.
Oh, this is gonna get super annoying.
Imagine if I had 8 of these, Carl. Because that's what the spell calls for.
What?
Yeah, Carl and I made a deal where I get half.
Because 8 is a lot.
That's
It
ridiculous.
eats a ton and basically like I buffed them all while
Sure.
nerfing the number.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair.
Wait, what was that buff again? I haven't.
Just to move.
I mean, this
things
seems
along.
overpowered already.
Yeah.
So maybe that's not necessary.
Well, like one AoE spell and they're gone.
That's true.
Or he hits you, you break concentration.
Right.
The buff was mainly, I think, their health and maybe their armor class. We have to go back to our conversations and look.
Yeah.
For the time being, it will just be what it is.
Sure. All right. So I'm like, okay, a PUBG peek,
Oh, I thought dealing with one wolf from the other group was a pain in the ass.
and I let's see
Pets.
here.
Pets are the worst. I hate pets.
Hunter pets.
I mean, D&D is fun.
He's we're like RoboCop basically.
30, 35.
Trying to crawl on your ass.
So
They're going in and out of his ass. At
yeah,
will.
let's see. Range of 60, so he's in range for another level 1 dissonant whisper.
Okay.
Hard, everybody.
So I just came in and just cleared out this whole fucking cave.
Pretty much.
Wisdom DC of 13.
All you all you
Fails.
did was you broke some
Can I
shit
borrow
and fed a
D6?
homeless guy some breads. Sean's over here doing all the work.
Yeah,
Put the big boy on his ass. Hey, I knocked this guy's fucking teeth in at the entrance.
Kill me with my own dice.
Ever since we've stepped foot in here, all I did was feed a homeless person. So
True,
13.
all I did was talk to one.
And
So I
he's-
can't really.
Running away. Oh, surrounded by wolves and running away.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The plays.
That's actually disgusting.
The plays.
I think Sean just broke the meta, guys.
I think so too.
I think that's disgusting.
I'm gonna have him run into this cave opening behind him.
Oh, I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna have him just put his head in the
No,
fire
like right
and
in the
execute
middle
himself.
portion. So he is gonna start running
Yeah.
and just start making attacks.
All right.
I'll roll for.
1 hit. 2 hits.
What's his DC or AC?
16.
Okay.
1 miss.
Buckets.
And a 16 hits. Right?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, so 3
So
attacks.
3 attacks.
Oh my god.
Well, this guy's freshy
Love
fresh.
that thing.
8 plus
6.
8
2, 8.
plus 7.
7.
Wow.
8 plus 8 plus 7.
23.
Jesus.
And 3
Still alive, I think.
prone checks.
So as he like tries to run away, you see him get a few feet away, and so one of the wolves just like basically jumps and grabs the back of his tunic and starts pulling him back. As again, these wolves just go to town.
Just merciless.
And he just dies.
I've got a
And
tear
he
welling
just
up.
dies.
I've got a tear just welling up. Like, I'm
Killing
so
guys
proud.
now.
There's so much
Really
bloodshed.
really killing guys as long as we're in
And
some
we're ending
cool
combat.
dungeon, it's okay.
I think
Use
we'll
your fucking rules.
I think we'll just stop there because
Yeah.
I mean the game's now dead to me. So that was awesome, and that combo's stupid.
I didn't even think about. I'm
That's
like,
disgusting.
oh my goodness.
That
After the
is-
fact, I'm like, he has to run away.
That is gross. Absolutely gross.